What it could be is for the very center of a station, it's a big ass hamster wheel. The Jawas are like climbing ladders to make it go.
Faster, Joe, faster. It is session 2, Psychotronic Hustle, Backdoor Boogie. Time for the recap. Anyone?
Well, from the best of my recollection, we started out in the diner, basically. We're searching for our target, or not our target per se, but the guy that had the info for us. We were supposed to collect on some kind of data thumbstick. We met a group of rat people who then gave, what was it? I forget what he drank. What did it end up being?
It was Dryder milk, I think.
No, it was
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde, yeah.
Yeah.
We ended up putting formaldehyde in front of Peg Leg Jim, and he was about to turn down a free drink, so drank that. We then had a conversation with the guy who brought us the info. We got the info and then made plans to take that man with us off of the planet. However, after we decided our time to leave was now, we ran into a problem with a parking ticket, at which point our newfound friend decided to just start, was he pissing on the cop?
He pissed on the cop.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he pissed on the cop, and we were all like, oh, hell no.
Now, you see, you're remembering this wrong. What happened was this sociopath followed us out of the diner, then pissed on a cop when we were willingly accepting a ticket for a mistake we admittedly made, and then we tried to flee from this maniac who jumped on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
I mean, not our fault at all. This psychopath did it. It wasn't us.
Jim then tried to proceed to make very evasive driving maneuvers to shake him off the back of the truck rather than stop and kick him off. That was just too simple of an idea. We had the authorities chasing us all the way up to our ship, at which point we finally got him off the back of our truck via authorities. And then we decided, after they started asking us about the thumbstick that apparently was sensitive information, that we needed to get the hell out of Dodge. So I still can't remember how to pronounce her name. Is it Sarah Karis or Saris?
Karis.
Karis. I had it right the first time.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, so Karis teleported into the ship and got the ship running for us and hot. At which point, Betty Bombardment leaned out the window and threw a grenade into a pile of munitions. We hauled ass to the back of the truck and got the fuck out of there.
Again,
After some terrible lying from Mike's character. I forget his name.
Hull. Or,
Hellcraft.
Hellcraft,
Yeah.
that's it. Began with me. Again, you're misremembering. We were there. I decided to get the ship ready. Then an explosion from some poorly placed, unsecured munitions happened. And our intelligence and initiative had us removing the ship with an active fusion reactor and a full borax load away from the landing pad next to where an explosion just happened. We saved the whole spaceport. If our ship had gone up, everyone would have died. We saved tens of thousands of people's lives by leaving.
If only you could teach Hellcraft to lie.
Exactly. We're saviors. We saved tens of thousands of people, billions of space bucks. We're the good guys here.
Right. We then later hailed the Woodstock, or the Woodstock hailed us, and Obi talked us halfway out of it, and then we kind of made air quotes, accidental jump out of the system from a rookie pilot mistake, and then proceeded to knock off the dealios that they stuck to our ship, attached them to another ship that looked like the most expensive ship around, and then made our way back out of that system after finding out that a diner was about to explode from a blue light special. Space diner.
Yep. And then suddenly, chest burster.
Well, I mean, there were a few more things that we did. We went down to the...
Yeah, then we met Lorenzo, and we gave him the thumb drive, and then he said he needed a taxi ride to another system, so we did that for him. He procured us some borax, and we made the jump. So then we killed some of the natives on that planet.
Defended ourselves.
Traded them shotguns.
Yeah, and also traded them shotguns.
Yeah.
For more fuel.
Yes.
So we could get the hell out of there too.
3 of our $200,000 worth of arms and ammunition in our ship. Or no, it's $400,000 because we have 2 armory.
We do.
Yeah.
We're on the phone to the curator for the rest of the session.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
I believe we went back to the Iron Skirt where we then talked to the curator and then had the chest burster thing happen.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, and then, that thing happens.
And Hall left. His terrible lying ass left.
Hal Craith got in a bulk freighter and has departed for the string system where Wholesale War Company operates out of the Xenogenesis Mining Company. So we begin with, you guys are in the hallway of the Iron Skirt, and we have a xenomorph. Looks like he's got some kind of finger-like body with, and it smells like pickles. We shall roll initiative and see what happens.
All right.
Now I'm like right next to the fucker.
Yeah, you were.
Ooh, that's a natural 1 on that D8. 2.
Oh, is initiative D8s in this?
Yep.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
You've been using D15s, haven't you?
Yeah. I got a 7.
Ooh, for this, is we want a low initiative for fast or high initiative for fast?
High.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You roll and add your Dex modifier.
You take that back.
Dexterity.
I don't have to listen to this.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I forgot my character's not proficient with any weapons of any sort, nor does she have any. Oh, this should be fun.
That's all right. About to burst fire a combat shotgun into that fucker.
I actually have to check this. I think if you have someone in melee or you're shooting into it, the enemy has cover.
Oh no, I'm not in melee distance with the fucker.
No, but I'm in melee with him.
Oh yeah, but as long as like I can line it up so you're not gonna get blasted, we should be fine.
Take 20 feet, step back. Just take a 20-foot step back. We're all good.
No, we use meters here. Or should I say we use
right.
Jawas?
Peg like Jim, you're up.
All right, so we are gonna burst fire the. Can I like maneuver myself so I'm not gonna annihilate my friend? And then burst fire into that little fucker.
Yeah, you can.
All right, so the burst fire is 3 shots. So is it D20 or D6? I can't even remember.
D20 for a attack.
Okay, first one that's 4, 5, 6. That's a miss. 13, 14, 15. Does that hit?
Yes.
All right, and then second or the final one is a 4 plus 2, so that's 6. So that probably misses 2.
Okay.
All right, so only 1 hit from the combat shotgun at 3d4.
Oh shit, I just realized, don't xenomorphs have acid blood?
That's okay.
I don't know.
Speak for yourself.
All right, 3d4. Here we go. Do I add my shoot skill to the damage or no?
Not to the damage, I don't think.
All right, so that's going to be... I don't add dex either then?
Not to damage. I think it's only chances to hit you add any modifiers unless you have the gunslinger foci.
Nope. All right, so that's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Give me 2 D100 rolls.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, that'd be a 98, and then second one as a... What is that? A 6.
Okay. So the first shot misses, goes down the hallway. You can hear it careening. The second shot hits this guy. He, like hisses at you. The third shot hits the side of the station and punctures a hole in it. There's a tremendous sucking noise as the creature is pulled right into this hole and is being sucked out of the hole. It's right now keeping pressurizing at this point, but it's stuck in this hole right now.
Oh, we could just leave that there. That'd be all right.
I would want to maybe put a Jawa on top, just for safety.
Betty, you're up.
So I would be like, I'm probably like, because we're getting ready to wind down or whatever. I think I would be like walking my rocket launcher back to the armory, and I'd be like, oh shit. And then I'd just start running into the armory to go collect some different guns.
Some random gun collection.
Something other than a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Can you use anything besides rocket launchers?
That's all I've got written down in my active ones. I've got grenades, but I don't. If we're blocked, I'm just gonna run in there and find some stun battens or something. And
okay, all right. So you're grabbing weapons out of the armory. Carries. What are you gonna do?
Why did we make the space station out of tissue paper?
It was just a good roll.
It's just a weak spot.
Yep.
I'm gonna... Well, I can't really do much with a fucking xenomorph. I'm gonna just move back about 10 feet away from it. I'm not a violent person. I'm just gonna keep my distance from it and prepare to try and fix that fucking hole.
I mean, it's got a lot of vacuum suction. It's got to stop. I think that fucker's gonna be stuck there for a while.
I think he's gonna be crushed, blown out.
Sucked out or not.
Obi.
If the xenomorph is in the hole currently plugging it, I will look for some scrap metal or something that would create a better plug afterwards in case he inevitably gets sucked out into space. I can then slap a better plug over the top of it.
Okay.
And if I can't find any scrap, I'll use a Jawa.
Pretty much the same thing.
We could just weld a box around it. Just leave it plugged in the hole and just weld a box around it.
Well,
what's with the little box on the wall? Don't worry about that.
Right. Just forget about that.
Let it slowly get bigger over time.
We just get more of them. Lots of these all around. Yeah, it happens a lot.
So it screams as its body is being sucked out of this hole. It screams, and then there's a splat, and you can see all this green goop just go right out this hole as you feel yourself being pulled towards this hole in the side of the station.
How big's this hole?
Probably the size.
I mean, the xenomorph plugged it, so it's only probably
Yeah.
It's probably a little bit bigger than a softball.
Oh, it's that small.
Yeah, He wasn't very big.
Well, was he just a head crab?
It's just like a horseshoe crab.
So I guess the first thing it would grab that dead Jawa, and the Jawa would
plug him.
Yeah,
plugs the hole. Now the Jawa is stuck in that hole.
I'm
the
going
dead
to take
Jawa.
out.
I assume he died from a chest burster coming out of him.
Oh, he's fine.
He's
I'm
just laying there
okay.
going,
I'm just in a great deal of pain.
Maybe if we use him to plug it, we put his head first, so that way any screams is outside. We don't even hear it.
I'm going to take out one of my glue pellets and glue the Jawa to it with cement glue.
All right, pal, this is your life now.
Alright.
We gotta come along and feed him every now and then.
I think I got something back here, and I come back out with a welder. I'm like, all right, now let's fix this. Now, can we weld Jawas to the bloody wall? I wonder.
Eddie, if you weld a Jawa to the wall, you're going to have to be the one to feed it and take care of it and take it out for walks.
Bloody hell.
How would you take it out for walks? You just move his little legs back and forth, or what?
Physical health is important, even to a wall Jawa.
I don't know. I bet me and Obi could weld this right up. No problem. Mm-hmm.
I just hand it to you, and then I walk up to like where the Jaro is, and like I've got a stun baton, and I just try and push it through the hole, and then you guys like
Slap the cover over.
yeah,
top.
slap the metal over it.
All right, Obi, I got the welder stinger. You ready to go?
Sure, let's do this. Let's plug it.
All right, Betty, what are you holding?
Stun baton.
Okay, give me a strength save.
14.
Okay, so you're pushing this Jawa through the hole, pushing. Finally, you get the rest of it all the way through, and the force of this vacuum sucks that baton right out of your hand as you kind of like are pushed, as the other two kind of push you away, and they put the plate on there and begin to weld it.
Don't worry, they're not worth much. We're good.
It's all right. We
got plenty more.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and hop on outside and collect that little thing.
All right, so you guys make your repair. Any traces of the xenomorph was sucked out, so there's nothing to worry about there.
Well, at least it was a relatively clean fight. Ain't got a lot of mess to clean up afterwards. Mm-hmm.
He says as he puts a cheap fucking metal patch over a hole in a space station.
So, Jim, let's see. I would assume in the next probably hour or so, you're going to be working on trying to figure out, use your corn whiskey to give a boost to
Yeah, like our in-system engines. Like
yeah, okay. So let's do a skill check for that.
I think it'd be a fixed skill, wouldn't it? That's what they use for making shit too.
Okay.
Fix is used for a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, give me a fix roll. Let's go with that.
All right, that's an 11.
Okay. Give me a D6 roll.
That's 5.
Okay. You've got enough mixture for 5 shots of corn whiskey to give this ship a boost if it needs it.
You put that on the main ship, not on the shuttle, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the main ship thrusters.
Okay.
All right. Betty,
So-
you were going to upgrade the rocket launcher to a quad launcher?
That's right, yeah. It's
Okay.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think that's a fix as well.
I was
Can
going to
we-
give that to Obi to do. Yeah,
I was
because
gonna say, can we do aiding here, or a little assistance?
yeah, I think that's the way to go because it'll probably blow up in my face. I just see rockets just shooting into the roof.
Yeah, you know how we had just one hole in the ship? Yeah, we lost the whole room this time.
Lost one of the armories.
I will give it to our unpaid intern Obi.
Okay.
Unpaid in the experience.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So, let's see here.
That's probably going to cost some money too, because that's a hell of an upgrade to make it a quad launcher.
So yeah, Obi, give me a fix roll, and Betty, give me I would say a general shoot roll. You're not shooting the weapon, but you understand weapons. So
Okay.
you're making sure that he is putting together this thing correctly.
So just a shoot skill check, yeah?
Yep.
Sure.
For my fix, I got 10.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, it's 2d6, so it's really good.
Oh, hang on.
You got some serious
Hang on.
buffs.
Hang on.
It's a great D6 you got there.
Yeah, I didn't know. I forgot skill checks. 2 d6s. Alright, yeah.
I still got a
that's
nat 20.
5. That's a 5.
Okay.
That's similar to a nat 20.
Almost there.
Almost there. Yeah, it's not quite there. I mean, you weren't really paying attention, and he put it on backwards. So you're gonna have to try again.
We'll do it another time. Or
Yeah.
can we do it like straight up?
We're both trying again then?
You can try again probably if you guys are here for another 5 or 6 hours. You can try again before the next mission. But it'll be several checks to get this right. Since it's probably gonna be a super OP weapon, and I'm probably gonna regret the day I allowed you to do it, but that's okay.
I'm not going to shoot 4 at the same time. I'm just
Why
gonna
not?
say
That's what I
start
would do. That's exactly what I would do. That's the point.
Yeah, it's like that thermobaric launcher they used to have.
All right, Obi, you're gonna work on the centrifugal force gravity.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be another fix roll. That's the main thing in this game.
That one's a 12.
Yeah. It will take you, once you worked on the quad launcher and realized that it was kind of fouled up, not because of you, because
Right.
Eddie wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
It will take you probably the rest of 6 hours, but you can have this thing going again. So there is some kind of centrifugal force on the ship. Carries, you're up. What do you plan on doing?
Out of curiosity, if we do get centrifugal force going on this ship, what about these little repairs and patches that are everywhere?
As far as
Because now
what?
they're going to have a great amount of gravitational force on them.
The force is still pulling outside, though.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay.
Pulling
for
the
that.
patches outside. Yes.
I mean, we could roll for each one if you want.
That could be
No,
fun. How
no,
many
we
do
won't.
we have? 700 or 800?
So what are you going to do for,
We got another mission coming up, don't we?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be the responsible adult here, and I'm gonna go over everything on the ship and just make sure it's not gonna explode when we try to take off again.
Okay. Are you going to work on your Jawa eugenic program?
Not at the moment. I'm gonna work on them when I have a few days to do it.
Okay.
They're gonna take some time to domesticate.
Okay. So we are here. All right. What happened?
The iron skirt more looks like a plaid design.
It's plaid. It's got a couple of little anime legs coming out the bottom of it. That's the information antennas.
Yeah, it's more of a plaid design due to all the patches.
So for the next mission, you guys are to retrieve stolen data from a former employee of Vanguard Nebula. Luckily, it is right there in your system, and it's not very far from you. It is on a moon of Coloron called Maja.
Mhm.
Looks like green and white. It is a frozen moon.
Cool.
Does the moon have atmosphere, or is it going to be going from like moon base to moon base?
Yeah,
Deal?
there's a couple settlements down there. The curator has sent like some coordinates where she believes that he is located. The individual's name is Otis. He goes by either Williams or White or Wilson. He changes it all the time.
Williams White Wilson, and his name is Otis.
Correct.
Okay.
She is uncertain what this data information is.
Did we have any description on Otis or?
He is mid-40s, humanoid, gray hair, scraggly beard.
Okay, now you're just describing me, and I feel assaulted.
You said he was he was human?
Humanoid, yeah, he looks human.
All right.
The Vanguard Nebula also said that he may be in possession of a Vanguard Nebula yellow jumpsuit. Because that's where the data was. It was in somebody else's jumpsuit that he took.
Okay.
Now, in addition, is there a warrant for this guy's arrest, or are they just interested in the data?
They just want him. They just want the information back. As they specifically said, do not return him to Vanguard Nebula.
Must
So
smell
he-
bad.
Does it matter if he dies? Is what they're asking.
They don't. I don't think they would want you to resort to violence at all. They don't want him killed.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Okay.
more curious. It's like if there was a
warrant
A
somewhere else
reward.
for him.
a warrant for him, so we could take him and get more money.
We can check the HoloNet. We can check Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, also while I'm doing this, I'm going to work on updating our Facebook profile.
Dear Space, is there anybody after a man named Otis?
Duckface picture.
Yeah, if you want to make a no skill to check Facebook to see if he has a page, that's fine.
No skill. I know nothing. Let's see what happens. That would be a knowledge or wisdom modifier, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a total of 7.
Betty is back.
Betty, they said no disintegrations on this person. That means no bombs for you. I'm sorry.
You do find a Facebook page of an Otis Warren.
Mm-hmm. Does he look the part?
He's standing outside like some kind of structure. He looks like he's standing like behind him is like frozen tundra, but he's all bundled up.
Is there any structures that we can see behind him?
No, you see like a part of maybe like a building.
Mm-hmm. Any stars behind him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if I could cross-reference the stars I see with known star charts to get at least some idea.
Looks like that's the right guy, though. He's all up in a frozen, landscape, and wasn't that moon we were going to cold as fuck?
Last time I checked.
He is friends with an Otis Williams and an Otis Wilson, and their accounts are private.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. Do they have Facebook? Do they have pictures as well that you can see from the private thing? Profile pics.
You wouldn't. Give me a notice roll.
I'll complete shit at it. That's a 8 total.
The scenery, the background looks the same. It on each one looks different. Like someone has put trees in the background. And the other one, it looks like somebody has put like mountains.
So it's like bad Photoshop.
Bad Photoshop.
Yes.
Microsoft Paint.
Yes.
Space Paint.
Yes.
Okay. That would be macro hard paint.
We should
Yep.
send that man a friend request.
So in the time that you're at the space station here at the Iron Skirt doing what you're doing and repairing what you're repairing, you would have heard this broadcast from Lausanne, which is the leader in news. Just let me know if you can hear it. It's too loud. Lausanne, the truth you can handle. Intelli, Indolus, day 397-272. Herd system, Olamenzo. There was an attempted robbery at Cheb Life Station. Rat person Rizzo Despair held workers at the cryo storage at gunpoint when he was heroically taken out by a Lord Mars, member of the mercenary company Wholesale War. Cheb Life Station was then evacuated for 6 hours to search for a blue light special that was reported in the rat person's possession. Herd system, Thoronos. In a separate but possibly related incident, 2 rat persons attacked a merchant ship near Moss, the moon of Thoronos. The ships were destroyed and 1 rat person was identified as Rattel Despair. A second rat person is still pending identification. UPM authorities are investigating illegal occupancy of Carlu 4. The station was currently under renovations. The trespassers caused considerable fire damage, along with draining reserve battery supplies. The damage was estimated in excess of 5,000 space bucks. Herd system, Nor. A soul that was scheduled to be canceled was stolen from the crematorium known as the Grid. An all-sector alert has been issued for Hull Thielen. Rascalus, 14-born humanoid, mid-30s, 175 centimeters tall, blue eyes, auburn hair, and a spiderweb tattoo on his right elbow. He was last seen running from the UPM docking station in the center city. Hull is also responsible for injuries sustained by UPM authorities when a pallet of munitions exploded during his cowardly escape. Members of the mercenary company Backdoor Boogie are also wanted in questioning in relation to the incident. Surveillance tapes reveal that they were at the docking station at the time of the explosion. There is also an unpaid parking ticket related to a land vehicle registered to the group. A more extensive investigation by UPM and NER authorities is currently underway. Sorry Not Sorry, in cooperation with NER authorities, also detained 5 unknown humanoids of interest in Robot City. Requests for information by Lausanne have been ignored. That is your Lausanne news report. Lausanne, the truth you can handle.
Lausanne.
I could just feel the pain in your voice when you were saying how tall he was in centimeters.
Yeah.
Hey, remind me to change the license plates on like Betty or Agnes. Agnes, that was the name of the truck. Remind me to change the license plates on Agnes.
I don't think it'll make much difference. They already know that's related to us.
It might need a bit of a paint job as well.
Well, I mean, she's got some bullet holes that need fixing already. So
Yeah, we were going to need
paint
to do a
jobs in
tune-up on
order.
it anyways.
Yeah. Goddamn. Sand people on that one planet done shot the hell out of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, after about 4 or 6 hours of here at the station, or make your way to Maja to locate Otis.
God, I'm a teenage girl. I just spent 6 hours on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, in the in-flight time, Jim's out there with like a rattle can of spray paint, just repainting the truck bright orange.
Fine, I'll fly it.
Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, this trip doesn't take very long at all.
Oh, so maybe got like a fender done.
Yeah, you're just, yeah.
Out of curiosity, does this planet have a breathable atmosphere and everything? Gravity. This moon, I should say.
Yeah, the moon does have gravity. No, you will have to wear vac suits.
Mm-hmm.
It is also minus 65 degrees Celsius.
Really cold, guys.
Yeah, so it's like being in Michigan for a few hours.
Yeah. The vac suit should protect against that though, since it's meant for like being out in the vacuum of space, right?
Yes, it does require power cells though for 24 hours use. Type A, which is a nothing though. Like a AA battery. We'll be fine.
So on your way to Mahjong, which would probably take just a couple hours, not very long. You do get a couple pings on your sensors. A couple ships are in the area. They don't get very close, but it's one of those things where they're off in the distance, probably 2,000 meters away.
2,000 meters away?
Yeah.
I have no clue how far that is.
Kilometers?
2,000. It's
About
It'd be
a
like-
mile and a half.
Yeah, 2,000
Not really.
meters is 2 kilometers.
2,000 kilometers is about
You're like-
20 hours of driving at 100 kilometers an hour. And you guys don't know how fast I can see that. It's like, I think that's like 67 miles or something.
That's about
rough.
55, yeah. 100 kilometers
Yeah.
an hour. It's about
Yeah.
55.
Are scanners able to like identify like what type of ship they are?
Should be. Unless they have sensor masks.
Yeah, 2,000. I would. It's probably not 2,000 kilometers. I don't know how. What kind of sensors are there? Would that make sense? 50 miles away.
The sender,
easy.
the standard
Okay.
ship sensors were
Yeah, I mean,
moderately decent.
we have to remember that the distance from Earth to the Sun, we're talking about millions of kilometers.
Okay.
And I'd assume a ship would be able to pick that up. So
Yeah. So okay.
See, I thought he had said 2,000 meters.
I
That's why I
did.
thought he
That's
said
not
it.
far
Yeah.
at all.
I did. Oh, I did
Real
say
short.
that. I did say that. Yeah.
They're on top of us. It's a trap.
Right, we're about price for ramming.
I did.
At the speeds we travel, 2,000 meters is like 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
2,000
it's
meters
like-
away. Oh, we also made contact.
That's like you're slamming on the brakes and you're going to pass them in 1/10 of a second anyway.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, as long as they don't look like authority type ships.
As long as they're not actively scanning or hunting us.
Yeah.
No, and their signatures are masked.
Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of
Um,
everyone masks their signatures. Is the cool thing. It's like tinting your windows of your car.
Well, that means they're probably not authorities then, if their shit's masked. So they're probably just some shady folks.
Yeah.
We like shady
Jawas.
folks. Shady folks are easier to make arrangements with.
You can
Easier to
always
bribe.
trust a liar because you can trust a liar to be dishonest. However, an
Uh,
honest person might lie to you.
The largest one is like a free merchant like yours. Everything else is smaller.
Okay. Are any of them vectoring in on our course?
No.
Okay. No need to panic. It's fine.
So you proceed to the planet of Mahjong, which Mahjong,
The moon of Maja.
the moon. Well, yeah, the moon Mahjong. Yeah. It does have.
How many settlements?
Yeah, it does have a refueling station on it. This particular, the coordinates that you're given are like they're broken into little small clusters of homes.
Mhm.
It's about 3 kilometers away from the refueling station,
Very short.
and a cluster of about it's a like there's
Be
like
about
50.
a 30-minute walk, and that's a walk.
Yeah, there's like 50 homes here. They all look the same. They're like half dome type things.
Oh, so they are separate. It's not like a whole bunch of homes inside one dome. It's a whole
No,
bunch of
no,
little domes.
they're all kind of like scattered. There's a place. So you just tell me if you're going to land the ship and drive your vehicle, or land as
Yeah.
close as you can and walk, or
Well, I mean,
We're-
the only thing we can drive on this planet would be the.
well, it has
the drop
atmosphere
ship.
and it has gravity, so we can drive the land vehicles as well.
yeah.
oh,
Well,
they
that
didn't
thing.
have breathable atmosphere though, which means there's no oxygen, which means the truck won't run.
Oh, that is true. Your truck uses biofuel. It's not like the other vehicle, which I have using a fusion reactor.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, mine runs on gasoline.
My car just uses a fucking fusion reactor. Or technically a Type B battery cell, but that's basically a mini fusion reactor in this game.
Yeah, so, I mean, if we have the exact coordinates of, like, which house we think it is, Jim would probably just pilot the whole ship, like, right above the house and just let it hover above the house.
Okay.
Then what, we just kind of dropped him in through the
Yeah.
skylight?
That's kind of what I was thinking, is we just kind of drop a ladder down, you know, like a rope ladder, and just shinny on down, knock on his door.
One person jumps through the skylight, freeze FBI!
No, that's
Random
what we do if he
gunfire
doesn't
everywhere.
open the door.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that escalated quickly.
All right. So if you're gonna do that, who's gonna shimmy out in their vac suit down the rope and onto the roof?
I'll do it.
Jim,
Alright.
you're piloting this thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm keeping her steady above the building. If you
How
need
high
a
above the
hole, I could
building?
just like dip and like squish a hole open in the side of the deal.
How high above the building are you?
I would have put us probably like 20 feet.
20
At
feet?
most.
Okay.
And what exactly are we trying to steal from this place?
Stolen. We're looking for a flash drive.
Okay.
In a
Supposedly in the
jumpsuit.
yellow jumpsuit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to teleport down real fast then.
Okay. So Betty, if you're gonna go ahead and propel down the rope, give me an exert roll, 2D, whatever, if you have
Yep,
that or not.
6. And I have, yeah, I do have that. Oh, and that is an 11.
Yeah, you shimmy
Alright,
down the
fives and
rope
a one.
and like right onto the roof. The roof is like this. It's like a half moon. So you're able to step on the roof and not slide instantly right off. Carries you teleport down where?
I teleport onto the roof, and then how tall is the
Okay.
building?
Probably 25 feet.
Okay, I'll just
peak.
teleport down to the ground floor after I go to the roof.
Okay. Inside the building or outside?
Outside. I can't see inside.
Okay. So you teleport in front. So Obi, what are you gonna do?
Well, if they're gonna go down, one of them teleport, one of them's taking the ladder. I'll just kind of stay with the ship, but I'll watch the opening where the ladder's going down.
Okay.
That way-
Also, make sure we don't have any ships sneaking up on us or some shit.
Yes. We've got you on comms, Obi. You're good.
Yeah,
So-
we got like the cargo.
I'll man the
ramp
comms
dropped
and
halfway
I'll
down.
watch our doors.
So
Yeah.
Karis, as you teleport in front, there's a door, and stuck in the ice, frozen at like an angle, is a box that's covered with ice. Looks like some kind of metal box or whatever. It lights up. There's like green, blue lights light up, and like a red light lights up, and you hear a voice. Yes, could you time to sign in for your work detail? Number, please.
Who is this?
Work detail number. Your shift will begin in 5 minutes.
It's I think I know this one. It's 69,420.
Nice.
For shizzle my nizzle.
So as Betty yells that from above the roof, like you're like on top, yelling down. The eye just kind of like there's like a red eye, and it kind of like focuses like on you, Carries, and then you hear another voice. Just ignore that. Who is this?
Let me get his name correct because I wrote it down, and unfortunately my handwriting is illegible. Is this Otis?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it might. Yeah, it is. It's Otis. Definitely Otis.
Yeah, I'm here to find something that you might have lost in your jumpsuit.
Lost in the jumpsuit. I'm not aware of if. No, I don't recall losing anything.
It would probably have been some kind of USB or data pad.
Oh yeah, the thumb drive. I didn't look at it. It was a mistake. Maybe I did look at it. I did. There was a little bit of information. It was pretty boring. I definitely didn't copy it. Well, maybe Anyway, would you like to come in?
Sure. Open up.
Okay, it must be
Everything all
cold.
good down there, Kazza?
I
Do we
just
need
go
to
ahead
blow
and
this
motion-
door open?
No need for explosions. Let's come on down.
Yeah, the door flips open.
This is incredibly difficult for me. I'm highly antisocial in real life. I'm going to see if Betty makes her way down and follows
Oh,
me.
yeah, I'd make my way down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a roll. You climb down. Oh, maybe we should. Yeah, let's give you an exert roll.
I fall with my face.
Yeah,
I have the
that'd be
rocket
good.
launcher.
Into the snow.
How about a 6?
Yeah, that sounds like a diplomatic rocket launcher.
Yeah, you make it like halfway down. It's kind of slippery. You're not used to climbing on the sides of buildings with ice, and you hit the ground. You don't take any damage.
Bloody hell, mate. I just brush my boobs off.
Your work detail will begin in 3 minutes.
Good.
And then you just hear a voice say, just ignore that. Come on in. Can't keep the door open forever.
Come on, Betty, bring your diplomatic rocket launcher with you.
I don't know. I just load it up and just walk in.
Okay. So you walk inside. This is just one huge room. The door instantly closes. There's some furniture off to the side, and like stacks of magazines are everywhere. There's like a kitchen area with a bunch of cups and something is boiling. And in the middle is this huge metal structure. It looks like a big square. Yeah, there's patches of like metal that have been welded to it. And a human man walks over. He's wearing like a welding visor and he flips it up and he's wearing a jumpsuit. The shoulders have been cut off and it looks like it's completely too short for him because he's cut the legs off too. So it looked like short shorts. And he just comes walking over and there looks like there would be a sign that says Vanguard Nebula, but it's kind of worn off. And on the other side would be somebody's name and it's drawn through and written real poorly, Wilson. And he walks over there, and then you notice as he leaves, his like welding machine is floating in the air, continuing to weld the spot that he was working on. The data, right? You're looking for the data, and he reaches into the little pockets. I think I left it somewhere around here.
Okay, well, would you happen to know where that somewhere would be?
Yes. Would you like a drink? Something warm? It's definitely cold.
No, thank you. I'm actually going to be flying later. Betty,
Oh.
anything for you?
Nah, mate, I'm good. You look like a bloody Gallardo. Is your name Wilson?
And he looks down. Yeah. Yep. Otis Wilson.
All right, Otis. Now, we just need that flash drive. We'll be out of here.
Oh, great. That's good. And he walks into the kitchen. He's like moving plates and cups around, and he
So,
fills.
Otis, what was on it?
I definitely didn't look at it. If I did, it was invoices, but I didn't read them, and they were already paid except for one, which was kind of weird. But anyway, and he.
Which one wasn't paid?
Oh, I don't know. And he comes over with a cup that says Vanguard Nebula on it, and comes walking over. You sure you don't want a drink or anything?
Oh, I'm sure, thank you. Though, I do have one question. You said you didn't make any copies of this?
Right. I wouldn't. No, maybe one. But I keep
Where-
it for myself. It's junk anyway. It's not really important.
Where are the copies you didn't make?
Okay. Yeah, they would have been on. Yeah. Okay. And then he walks back into the kitchen. He moves some plates. He reaches into a cabinet and pulls out like a hard case laptop, and he flips it up. It says Vanguard Nebula, and he starts typing. Yeah, it's right here.
All right.
Any good blackmail stuff?
Obi, I'll get you on comms, Obi. What's that file name where you delete the whole computer? What's that one called again?
I think the ID 10T.
All right, we'll do that
Would
one.
my character know?
Yeah, you'd know something like that.
Your character
Okay,
knows
sure,
everything.
Sweet. All right, and I'll just type that in and delete.
Was that file 32? Delete that. Delete that file 32.
Yeah, let's kill that one. Yeah.
No, we can't say file 32. That's copywritten, and Microsoft would sue us.
64?
Yes, file 64. That's fine.
33.
So you go over to his computer and type something in to delete everything?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just getting rid of it for you, mate.
Well, I'm not going to look at it. Maybe once or twice, but it's not really important. Look, if you got a, I mean, who cares if I got a copy of it? It really doesn't help me. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, it was, I mean, I picked up the wrong jumpsuit that day. As you can see, it doesn't really fit. I had to make some modifications.
I don't know. I'm just saying, you don't want to make the person who we're working for crack the shits. Otherwise, they're going to get you. So I'm just
Vanguard
going to delete
Nebula.
this for you, and you're good.
Vanguard Nebula wasn't very happy that you had this information. Let's just say.
They weren't.
Not at all.
Oh.
They were quite upset.
And you better
Oh.
put some more locks on that front door.
Are you saying they're going to come to get their stuff?
Well, we're here to get your stuff.
Well, more specifically, just the data and information. That seems to be what
Oh.
they're especially upset about.
Okay, yeah, well, you can have it. I guess if you just delete that file, then we're good.
I
Kaza, what do you think?
telepathically go ahead and implant the image into Betty's mind of delete anything that looks suspicious.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this in like a TV show somewhere, and I'm just smashing the keyboard looking for it. Just deleting everything.
I go
Like
ahead.
Word
distract him.
files, throw them in the bin. System files, throw them in the bin. All done.
Don't touch the porn.
Everything in the bin.
No, the porn stays.
Yeah, so yeah, you're deleting. He walks over, and the welder is like still welding itself and stops and kind of like cuts out, and he's like, oh, and then the welder places itself down onto the ground, and he starts rummaging through like these magazines and like moves like his chair, kind of pushes out of the way, and picks up another welder and walks over and starts it, and then walks away, and it continues, and he picks up the other one and kind of is carrying it in his arm. Are you finished? And you noticed on the side of it says property of Vanguard Nebula. Are you done?
Yeah, dead set. We're done.
Okay. And did I give you the data yet? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I forget sometimes.
Oh, no worries. Perfectly acceptable.
All right. Well, we're gonna head off now. You keep this. I just pass it back to the laptop.
Oh,
And,
okay.
And we'll be out of your hair.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, well, it was. You sure you don't want something to drink to go or anything? No.
We'd love to,
Listen.
but we're going to be flying today.
Does
Have to
that
make sure
affect
that we're-
flying?
Well, if the cops pull us over and want to do a sobriety check, they're harsh on hot chocolate.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't want to hold you up from your rounds. I mean, you got your stuff, so you should be good to go. He puts down the welding equipment. Yeah, I got some stuff. I got to fix this. I got to get this thing done as soon as possible. So.
Oh, okay. Good.
Take it easy, mate. We'll head off.
Yep.
Get out.
Take care.
Just walk out the same way we came in.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the door opens, and as you walk out, you see the back of this metal box that's frozen into the ground. And it's, you can kind of see faded some writing on it, property of Vanguard Nebula.
Yeah.
And as you walk past the box, it says, "You have not signed in. It is 10 minutes past your sign-in."
Union smoke break.
I woke up to the thing and write Schmeddy Boom Boom.
I go overcome. Jim, you can lower the ship closer so we can get back on now.
All right, I'll shitty berth on down there for you. Yeah, Jim's just like hover straight down towards them, getting like as close to the building as he can.
Okay.
Yeah, the ladder can reach all the way down here, right?
I would think so. It went from the
Yeah.
ship to the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case,
Just
I'll
hold
just...
on to that as it drags us up. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there'd be like a
We
thing
have
where
some
we
kind
can,
of winch cable or something.
yeah, a winch to get it back up. Yeah.
That's what Obi has to do.
Oh boy.
Winch operator. Okay.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
So you notice on your on your sensors that the group of ships that you saw, a couple of them, you kind of recognize from their ping, even though it's you can't, even though it's masked, it's the same type of mask that appears again. Two of them have landed at the Mule Team Station, which is a refueling station, which is, what do I say, 3 kilometers away.
You have enough fuel to deliver our thing, or do we gotta go and get some more?
You wouldn't have burned really any fuel to get here.
And we refueled the spike drive fuel before we went back to our station last session, I believe.
Mm.
So we should be good.
Well, good on you, Kazza. That was some easy work. We'll get an easy paycheck by the looks of it.
Honestly, I thought this would involve more shooting. I'm happy it didn't.
Jim's gonna get on like the ship intercom. So are we all ready to do a turn and burn?
Yep, let's get out of here, Jim.
All right. He's just gonna like slam the accelerator forward, angle up
Right above this guy's house.
yeah, and angle up towards the going out of atmosphere.
The house now with a new black top.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Toss all the
just
ice off and around the house.
melts off right all off of it.
Oh god, we just trapped him inside the house when the ice freezes. Jim is a monster in disguise.
All right, so you are now headed to
Where are we supposed to drop this off?
Swarm System.
So
Unleash
Jim's
the
gonna go ahead and put
swarm.
us on a course.
Swarm run by the Queen of Blades. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, that's in a different system, right? So we got to jump there.
Yep, let's do a jump.
Yep. So he'll line it up and get the jump all ready to go and hit the big red button.
Okay. Yeah. So you enter the metadimensional space. It is instantaneous. You are now in the Swarm System.
Hey, where are we taking this to? Boros, I believe?
Yep. So the red and yellow planet of Boros is in the distance. Vanguard Nebula has a huge space station dock that orbits Boros. This is where you would take it to one of their admin buildings that's attached to this huge shipyard.
Oh, very nice.
Might be able to procure some new bits.
How long do you think the flight will take to get to Boros, where we jumped in?
It'll probably take you 20 minutes.
Hey, Obi, would 20 minutes be enough time to copy down what was on that file?
It's enough time to start.
Well, do as quick as you can. There appears to be some good stuff.
We just like every time we do data, we just copy. Copy everyone's like,
Control
"We'll back
C,
it up
Control
for
V.
you." We also
Yeah,
got
that's
a-
the exact
got a
same thing
backup
we were-
service.
Exact same thing we were mad about him for doing.
Yep,
Yeah, we
Yep.
have
No, yeah, well, maybe.
exactly. But we're not him, so that's
We have a
fine.
data backup service. You ever lose your shit, we got it on file.
We're like NordVPN.
So they are. It's about like 40 paid. It's like a spreadsheet. It's like 40 paid invoices.
And what's the unpaid one?
Yeah.
All of them are digitally stamp paid for, like ships or whatever. It looks like this is part of an audit because this is closing out the year 272.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some kind of audit, except for one that is currently unpaid. It is to Sindum Industries. The notes say something about a modification and the mention of a modification and something about they've written like in notes ARW. No.
No.
AGW. Their R looks like a G. I mean, it's terrible.
Sure. Different alien language, you know.
Yeah.
Anti-gravity weapon. No.
Somebody didn't use Times New Roman font.
Now, here's the real question. Being that I'm a pilot, Jim is a pilot, and Jim and Obi are both experts in fixing things, would we happen to know what AGW is if we put our three brains together?
Hang on. Why are we signaling out one person? Bet he could try.
You know, don't let me try. I think I have a -1 on whatever you guys want to do.
Betty's answer is rocket launcher or automatic grenade weapon.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could. I would give you a skill check. Obi can do a no,
Okay.
and you guys, you could do no or pilot
I can do
since
a
you're a pilot.
Pilot.
And if they're aiding, do we get the +1? Since we're pooling our
Yeah, I'll give you a
brains
+1.
together.
Yeah.
That gives me a 10.
That gives me 9.
I got an 8.
So the initials could mean, obviously anti. I mean, it could be artificial or some sort of gravity weapon. But that's kind of the only thing that comes to mind. But you know that Vanguard doesn't build weapons.
Mhm.
But it could mean any. I mean, there's it's an acronym. I mean, it's an abbreviation. Could mean anything.
It says unpaid. Is it undelivered as well?
Yes.
I see.
Now, what if we're not administrators, but I'm pretty sure one of us could, I don't know, maybe find the skills to change maybe the delivery details to another place.
If only there was
to
someone named Obi who could mark it down as paid to us.
And then delivered
You guys
to
are asking a lot of me.
I believe
an
in you.
undisclosed location, which is going to be picked up by us.
Yes. Do it, Obi. I believe in you. I'll walk you through how to write the paperwork up.
Okay.
I can act. I can perform this role.
So what am I trying to contact them to?
No, you're changing what's on the
You do-
data pad itself.
Yeah.
Oh,
you-
just what we're giving to them.
We're just,
Okay.
You're using Adobe Space Premiere. I mean, Adobe Acrobat Premiere Space version, and editing the
Just putting it on top of it. Paid.
the delivery date. I guess you're changing the destination and the.
And that it's been paid.
Now, can it be sent to our planet, not our spaceship?
You want to send it to
Okay.
Coloron?
Yes, put it on the spaceship, and that way we don't have to deal with it going to the planet, which is a tier 0 planet, technically.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just worried that we're gonna get like some attention.
Well, we're
for
just
doing this,
delivering
you know?
it. We don't
Okay,
own it.
yeah,
We're
true.
delivering it to Sindoom because Sindoom's paid for it.
Okay.
I mean, I can switch it. Do you need me to make a roll for it to make it look official?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
helping you on this one. I know what I'm doing. Said no one ever.
What would this be? This looks like
Program?
Maybe admin.
yeah, I think it's admin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close to admin.
I
You're also
am
going to
not
have to
proficient-
edit. You're also
I'm
going to
not
have to
proficient
change
in
the data
admin
was edited.
administration, but I will give it a try.
Well, you have knowledge +1, right?
I do have intelligence +1.
Yeah, so that should go ahead and cancel it out. So it's minus anything.
Do I get the aid of a friend? Because it's 5 without.
Is anyone else proficient in this, or like got some intel?
I am not proficient at all in this.
I mean, you
I
can
offer to
work to
help.
change it, but anybody who examines this will tell you it's fraudulent.
Yeah, in that case, it ain't worth it then.
Yeah, I don't think that one there is going to cut the mustard.
Now you could use a hustle point and just re-roll it.
Why'd you write it in crayon?
Or I didn't use my house last time. I might as well use it.
I'm just imagining you wrote on crayon on the screen.
All right. Does an 11 do better?
Yes, that's much better.
Yes.
Yeah, that will be much better. It would easily get by somebody checking it. Somebody who knew how this system worked and the program worked, and if they were looking for something, would find it. But the average worker who's just scanning the invoices is not going to notice this correction.
No, we're just picking this up and delivering it to Curate, where we were told to.
So what does it say? It says you change the delivery destination. It's not going to Sindoom anymore. Where's it going?
Curates. Let's send
Oh,
it to the planet where we are.
I thought we were still marking it as going to Sindoom, only delivery method was being changed.
Delivery method change, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we were just changing the delivery ship to our ship.
Oh, you mean when you said Sindoom, I thought you meant the organization, not the planet.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The planet.
Oh, okay, yeah. In that case, we can probably get away with that.
Yeah, we can leave the destination the same. We just changed the delivery method to
Then it
our
becomes
ship.
why didn't they
To one of our
receive it,
masts.
though?
Yeah, one of our mass
you know.
signatures.
We'll blow up a ship along the way, and that's where it was. And
Yeah,
that
the
ship-
nerf. Yeah, we'll use it. We use one of our mass signatures, the nerf herder.
there you go.
Okay. The Herpidep.
Yeah, the nerf.
Okay,
herder.
so you guys are physically going to transport it,
Yeah, that's the plan.
and it's been paid, and it says paid on it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
No, it's okay. I know how we can do this actually. Out of character, we should probably get an empty cargo container and fill it with a bunch of Jawa corpses or something that you'd find anywhere, and drop it off on the station in our system, and then go ahead and say, yeah, this is Sindoom supposed to come pick this up. One of their ships, and then we leave, and then if anyone says anything, hey, we dropped it off at the station, man. You guys were supposed to pick it up. Wasn't us, dude.
What I was thinking is we mark it as paid, take it to deliver it, tell them it's unpaid, have them pay us, and then just leave.
It does depend what the item actually is as well.
So we technically deliver it. It's just we accept payment instead of the other people accepting the payment.
Does the invoice happen to say what class of vessel this was going to be going on? Oh no, I pissed him off. With something I said. Because if we know what class of vessel, it would really tell us a whole lot about what it's supposed to do.
Oh, you're muted.
Damn. It's a heavy frigate.
A heavy frigate?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would technically work on our ship. But at the same time... Are any of the other vessels on the invoice getting the same modification?
No. Everything has been paid. It looks like if you look at if you sit and examine all the invoices, they've all been paid and delivered. So they're to different groups and governments throughout the whole sector. This is the only one that's the anomaly.
But did any of the vessels get the same modification as this one?
No.
No? So this is a unique modification then, according to this invoice at least.
The more better to steal it. I mean, borrow it permanently.
It depends what it actually does.
You got a whole planet to test it on, buddy.
Of primitive people, yes.
You're
That
muted.
is true.
We can always just get it and sell it, or just get it and then take it to Sindoom and tell them they have to pay for it once we deliver it, and just have them transfer the credits to our ship.
True. But then again, you also have the problem of if this group ever does an audit on itself again and goes, it says it was paid, but it doesn't show our bank account getting bigger.
Well, that's not a problem for us.
No, but they know that we're the ones who went there, and then they go ahead and ask Sindoom, why didn't you pay? And Sindoom will say, well, we did pay.
Well, that's why we marked it down as one of our, ship mask titles.
Yeah, but they know what we look like.
True.
Unless we wear disguises. Which I don't think
Could
my
do
perform
that.
skill
We
will
could
let me
wear
go
disguise.
ahead and put disguises on. How are you going to disguise a 6'7" female elf? That's a
We can have not peg leg Jim. We'll just put a fake leg on him instead.
We spend some time and we train the Jawas to go down there and do the legwork.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
they can
three
stand on
Jawas
each
in a
other's
trench coat.
shoulders. Yeah.
3 Jawas in a trench coat.
Give them a trench coat, have them stack up.
Well, I think first and foremost, be prominent to go and get paid for just collecting this fucking data.
That's the idea.
And then we'll pick up the delivery.
Yeah. All you had to do was say all of the things have been delivered, Peter. Now look what you've done by saying one wasn't. Now we're turning to a life of crime because of you.
That's what we've always done.
I was such a good character until I met you, Peter. I was such a good character.
Yeah. So they say.
That's a nice looking pussy.
All right. So as you approach this huge space station, there's a bunch of ships flying around. Others are being built out here because it's a lot easier to build stuff out here in 0G than on the planet.
Yeah.
You are being hailed. This is Vanguard Nebula, admin. Please state your present course.
We're looking to land and offload some data that y'all wanted.
Yeah, proceed to docking bay 35.
All
You're
right,
proceeded to go.
10-4, good buddy. Pulls it on in.
So yeah, it's huge, and there's like 100 docking stations at this place. You pull in, land, go through the little tube. Is everybody going?
I'm going.
Yeah.
It is currently 0 G's, so they've got like little handrails so you can walk or float or however you want to go through this like tube into this kind of admin building. There's a lot of guys in light blue jumpsuits moving around.
Any in yellow?
What would be? Oh, what would be yellow?
Well, wasn't that what the other guy was wearing? A yellow jumpsuit?
Yeah, that's right. That's a different department.
Okay.
So yeah, Jim's gonna like saunter himself on up spacewalk style to a counter. Hey, who do we need to be talking about? Seeing about delivering some data?
The person there is just like typing, and they look up and they press it. Looks like they press the button on their desk. The door behind them opens, and an individual walks out. Yes, that would be me. Good to see you. I'm Marcus Elgin. I'm head of security and personnel here at Nebula, Vanguard Nebula. You are?
Well, I'm Jim.
Jim. Okay. How can I help you, Jim?
We got some data that I believe you all requisitioned some retrieval for.
Yes, from Otis.
Yeah, he was on a shithole moon of some kind.
Yeah, he kind of looks like behind you. He's looking like around behind you. You didn't bring him with you, did you?
No.
Good.
Didn't tell us to.
No.
I mean, if you
not.
want, we can go back, snag his ass, and bring him back for you.
No, I don't want you to snag his ass. So you hand him the data?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. We appreciate it. We'll transfer the credits immediately to, what is your account?
Oh, it's a Jim of the peg of the leg at, these 4 numbers. It just points to like it.
Yes, we'll transfer it. We appreciate any trouble with Otis?
Oh, no, he was pretty easy. I guess. Harris, did he give you any trouble? Y'all didn't really tell us what you had to do down there to get it from him.
He was a bit of a
he was
bloody
quite
pelican.
cooperative. There wasn't much trouble at all. In fact, he seemed a bit remorseful about going ahead and taking the wrong jumpsuit.
I don't know. Seemed a bit sneaky to me.
Well, his days of working here are done, so. Looks like the data is all here, so I thank you again.
Well, we also are probably going to need to get some more space fuel. We kind of burned it up on the jump over here. How much that run over here?
Standard rate, 500 space bucks.
Any chance you could throw us a deal on it since we did you all solid getting this here data?
And give me a talk roll there, Jim.
He's a space haggler.
That's a 6. No, 7. Sorry, I'm bad at math.
Yeah, yeah, there's some fuel around back. It's 500.
Oh, god dang it. Well, I guess just take 500 off of whatever you're going to transfer us. That way we can actually get the fuck up out of here.
Okay.
Unless you want us to just hang around for a couple days and, annoy the shit out of you.
No, not really.
Right. By the way, do you have any used space modules we can get our hands on for our merchant vessel?
What's used space modules?
Yeah, like any used parts. You got anything handy? At,
like
discount rates because they're used.
It's like going into Rolls Royce or Lamborghini and going ahead and saying, "You got any used parts here?" At the manufacturing plant.
We have a strict no resale policy. I'm sorry.
Well, you got any like halfway fucked up shit, like shit that didn't make the cut?
3-second ship parts. I'm not sure this is a good idea.
All that is currently under contract. We can't sell that to the general public.
Well, I mean, nobody has to know. It can just be between you and me. And this here receptionist that's sitting here.
She's recording everything with her iPhone.
Are you related to Otis? Is that why you found him?
You might
No,
be.
not to my knowledge. I didn't get eyes on him though, so I mean, he could be some kind of long lost uncle or some shit.
Well, like I said, the fueling station is around the back, so good luck.
God damn it.
Thank you.
And he clomps away in his magnetic boots.
Jim's just gonna float back to the ship. At the end of everyone, he's just gonna crop dust the whole way.
All right, give me a perform check. Let's see how good that is.
I'll help him.
That's a
Come on,
7.
12.
That's a 7. I don't think I caught mud on that.
They see him cropping. They hate him.
It's just enough for the air purification red light to come on as it's taking out certain noxious fumes out of the atmosphere at this time.
Red lights turn on everything.
Right.
We're bio warning.
You get a notification that you have a payment pending, 500 credits from
Oh,
Vanguard Nebula.
we got paid. What was it? 5,000 to do this job?
No,
No.
1,000, and then you
Oh,
just
it was 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't remember what it was. I forgot.
Yeah, check your Space Pal account.
Yeah, he's just gonna pull out his little data pad and just transfer the credits.
Okay. So yeah, you unhitch from there, pull around. There's other ships kind of getting fuel. They signal in. You get one load of borax and good to go.
Man, these fuel costs are eating us up, boys. We gotta find some good way of getting fuel on a regular basis for a dirt cheap price.
We'll have to check. We'll see what the curator has when we get back. Otis, are you still picking up those ship signals from the previous system?
Obi.
Any that look similar? Obi, I mean? God damn. Too many fucking O's. I got Otis written 3 separate times on my sheet of paper with a different last name on every one of them.
Not in Swarm, you wouldn't be picking up. You pick up ships, but none that have the mask signature like you saw before.
Well,
Do we have a delivery to make?
Well, we didn't pick up the item.
we didn't really find out any more information on that there deal. It might be better to leave it all alone.
Probably is.
These people seem kind of uptight.
Well, they
I don't
are
know.
major ship manufacturers. I would be quite uptight myself if I was.
I mean, you're not even willing to sell secondhand parts. What kind of monster are you? How's your
that's trying to stay
do-it-yourself
in
or
business.
spacer supposed to get along in this system? God damn.
I think the point is you're not.
That's just a broken system.
It's a broken galaxy.
All right, so you guys spike drive back to the Iron Skirt.
Uh,
Can we contact the curator without going back to the Iron Skirt or no?
Yeah, I would say you can. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll
Yeah.
just contact her and see if there's anywhere else nearby to go.
start a civil war on a planet, anything like that, which Betty will excel at.
Probably something a little more
Destabilize
high
the
paying so our
government.
fuel cost doesn't eat up half of our reward.
Well,
Perhaps
that's
some
what-
work for the CIA to destabilize a foreign third world government.
That's what getting stealing bits from the place is for. Like we get the low pay job, and then we get the what is it, the AGW, and then it makes it more work. You know,
Well, it is true. Mercenaries traditionally made most of their money through looting the corpses of their enemies.
Otis was that.
There were no corpses this time.
We can fix that. It's a big galaxy. There's a lot of ships floating around.
Yeah, but they seem pretty keen on remembering who we are.
Okay, so you contact Curator again. She is in a room that's like a white curtain behind her. She's got like a tube coming, looks like the back of her head, and like one coming out of like her shoulder. Another coming out the side of her arm. Oh, Jim and crew.
How'd it do? We done finished that whole there gig with the Vanguard Nebula. Got any more interesting stuff in the neighborhood?
You are in Swarm. Let me go ahead and post the.
Preferably something that involves explosions for Betty's sake. She's looking a bit antsy.
Probably a little more high paying. We done ate up like half our reward monies and fuel costs. It was not bueno.
I just imagine Betty goes ahead and says, "Would you like to hear about my religion?" And someone says, "What's your religion?" And Betty just holds up a rocket launcher. I'm interested.
So hopefully you can see that.
Yes.
The jobs.
Not a lot in Swarm, that's for damn sure.
There's the one. It's 3,000.
Where
That
am I
one's
looking
status
at?
is in pending.
That's where
Yeah,
you
I
return
think-
it to, though.
She says that that's currently open. It's there was somebody she thought had heard that had done it, but they did not. So she's confident that's open at this point.
Well, there is capture and return Ratiella Despair. Ah, but they want him alive. That could be a problem.
Yeah, that
What?
definitely could be a problem.
What is... Oh, Kill Hull. Okay, I see. Oh, I was very confused for a minute reading that. Why would people possibly want Hull dead? He's such a nice guy.
Now, hang on. Is Hull still on that same planet we all that fuckiness go down on?
According to the news report, he's missing. Kind of disappeared. And he was trying like hell to get out of the place, so I would guess not.
If you decide to take that's your job, I can see where he was last located. I don't think he left the herd system. He may be on a moon or still stuck on Nur somewhere.
I mean, that guy was a sack of shit. And what we could do is we could, we do have that copy of that data. We could kill him, plant the data up inside him, and then turn him into the authorities. That would clear our name in the process.
Our name of what? We haven't done anything.
Yeah, but they were still after us. They thought we had the data, which we did, but...
Don't they want us for that ammunition thing too, though?
No, they blamed that on Hull. Didn't you hear the news?
That was Hull. Hull did it. I mean, let's be honest. In a way, it's their fault for having unsecure ammunition on a flight pad right next to a bunch of civilian ships and fuel lines.
Yeah, that was
It's
probably
your
a
good
bad
idea.
call.
It was
But
reckless.
they did blame that on Hull.
Yeah,
So
as
I think
deserved.
if we find Hull incognito, take his ass out, and then get paid, and then plant the data on him, that should clear our things up. So we do have that copy.
And then also let me see here real fast. I'm trying to read. I'm very stupid, so it takes a moment. There's also the stuff for the Church of the Eighth Divine, which should be something that we could do pretty easily, which is eliminate a hostile gang attacking holy sites. And we can do that later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to speak right now, but my allergies are killing my nose. It's wonderful.
Yeah, we could do that later.
And that would really fit, kind of what we do best, which is hand Betty a rocket launcher.
Yeah, that'd probably work good.
Yeah. But let's see about, pardon me, Curator. What do you know about Hull? About where we'd be able to find him and what he might be doing?
Hold on, let me see where his current location is. He is was last seen, according to my information, on Jukarata.
Holy Chukarata.
That's not where all the robots are that don't like us, right?
That is Nur, you're correct, Jim.
If it is on that place that we fled, like that same planet.
Yes, but he is probably in the main city of Jukarata, the night world.
Could make it difficult to use a rocket launcher.
A little bit.
And Betty's face at that moment.
I mean, Betty, I highly recommend a shotgun for, a little more delicate operation.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
If
I've
you
got
can get
grenades.
past the police state, the enforcers there on Jukarata, this Hull is a very sought-after individual at this time, and I believe that the sponsor may pay more than what they are claiming at this time.
That'd
Well,
be
I
good.
think we're going to accept then.
Yeah, Hull's a piece of shit anyway. Try to get us in trouble.
Out of curiosity, is Hull in general considered to be a dangerous man? What's he capable of?
No one believes that Hull is dangerous.
He's just a great asshole.
I'm just worried about all his genetic modifications and cybernetics in him, but man, he'll be fine. Let me see here. Okay, do we all agree we're doing it for the money?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6K.
Plus
In that
possibility
space
more.
box.
Now, the people that want him dead, the AIA.
Assholes in action.
I was reading that wrong. They want him
Dead.
Wait, what? Yeah, they want him dead.
Before he is captured or returned to Nur. They don't want the authorities to have him because he has information that could probably be used against him.
Okay.
He's currently considered a heretic by that organization.
The Operation Heretic.
Oh, you named the Operation Heretic, okay.
But
So-
you're, yeah.
Miss Curator, you
Yes.
think it would be a problem if we killed Hull's ass and then planted a copy of the data that we retrieved the other day on him and then cleared our own names in doing so by dumping his body over to the authorities back on Earth?
I think the idea was for that data not to wind up in the hands of the authorities to begin with.
Well, I mean, now there's two copies of the data, so the people that wanted the data have theirs, and then the people who want to destroy the data can destroy data that's already been copied,
Jim, I'm not sure how well I'm not sure how well that would go. There's a lot of elements that might not work in that equation. But if you were to kill Hull and return him to UPM authorities, that would definitely help your
Case.
case with the UPM, who I've read a couple places want you for questioning about the incident on Earth.
Yeah, and then our parking ticket.
I think they would take care of that if you brought the body of Hull Thielen to them.
I
True.
think that can be arranged.
I plan on that being the only way we arrange it. Shirley ain't gonna bring him home alive. That guy's an asshole.
Well then, let's make haste.
Yeah, let's go wipe that fucker off the face of the galaxy. Now, we gotta be careful, though. We gotta have enough of him left that they can figure out it's Hull. So aim low with your explosives so you blow his bottom half off so you can still figure out who the fuck he is.
I think blood tests can arrange who he is with DNA. That or a large bag.
Yeah, that might do it. There might be enough of his face left.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but we'll figure it out.
We definitely need to find you some, like, not straight explosive rounds, but maybe like some anti-personnel rounds, like some airbursty type shit.
Yeah, that's like what me and Obi are trying to make. That's anti-personnel.
That's anti-everything.
That's just
That's like life with extra steps. Let me see. You might actually have something like that in the cargo hold to begin with. Yeah, it's okay, guys. Just fly off without me. I'm reading.
Oh, you go on, Peg Leg.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. You're muted, dude.
Oh, whoops. So yeah, Pig Leg will put us on course, full throttle out of the station.
Okay, so you are
Headed to if Miss Curie lady wouldn't mind sending us the data over here to our ship so we could get them coordinates figured out and get over there.
yeah. So you enter Jukarata, which is in the herd system.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and preliminarily turn on our sensor mask so we don't get fucked with until after we kill Hull.
All right.
Because once we kill Hull, we can get his body on the ship. And if we get pulled over by the police, we can just go, hey, you know, we were deeply troubled by this whole heap of shit that we got into because of Hull. So we decided to take it upon our kind selves to go and kill his ass.
Well, he did seem like he wanted to, leave the planet. We could convince him to get on the ship with us, and then we just let him out of the space vault, out of the space pod. And that's the way we kill him. Nice and easy.
Yes, but then they go ahead and have trouble identifying the body after it's been crushed. Vacuum. Space. Cold.
Might be tough to get him to get on our ship too, being that we told him he could be on our ship before, and then we left him. He might not trust us again.
I got an idea. We could re-extend our offer of 300 credits to get him off the planet. Let him get on the ship this time. Let the credits fully transfer, and then blow his face off. Well, not his face. We need his face, but blow him up. Kill his ass.
Blow everything but the face.
Yeah. We just really need
Speak for yourself on that one.
Let's just go find him first. He might already be under arrest. Who knows?
How many spaceports are there on this planet?
Jukarata,
Yes.
the night world. There's one main spaceport.
Mm-hmm. Are there any small private spaceports?
Yeah.
And how tight is security when it comes to landing on spaceports? They're a tech level 2 planet.
Yeah, this is a police state.
Yes.
So you will probably be monitored and watched, and
But how quickly can they transfer data between districts and areas?
Fairly quickly, but yeah. So you'd probably want to land. You probably want to land at a private place and maybe encourage somebody just to, hey, let us hang here for a bit, not worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then we just need the location where he's going to be.
Let's take a quick 5-minute break and then we'll come back to it. How's that? When you guys enter the herd system near Jukarata, there's a lot of traffic regarding Hull Thielen. There's a lot of communications there's a lot of patrol boats, UPM patrol boats, hired mercs looking for Hull Thielen. You can tell that they're sending messages. Some are encrypted. But there's a lot of talk. The UPM asks you a couple times, you get the standard, what are you doing here? And have you seen him? And, they don't really recognize your ship because it's masked currently.
Mm-hmm.
So you make it, so the curator says that if you go to the Colleen spaceport, it's a private dock. There's like a large gambling establishment there. Think of like a dome stadium, and like the dome at the top opens, and that's where the ships like land. Like at a huge docking station, and there's a bunch of casinos there. The Royal Slug has a place there.
Ooh.
The last reports were that Hull was there spending his money in the Colleen spaceport. He's at one of the gambling establishments.
Oh, hell, we got to find him before he's broke so we can extort some money out of him and then kill his ass.
I'm going to change out of my armored vac suit into some nice civilian clothing if we're going to a fucking gambling establishment. I mean,
streetwear.
Yeah, exactly.
Jim's just going to leave his armored back suit on. It's all oil stained and grease stained already.
That's all he
point in
owns.
changing, yeah, pretty much.
It's not that you can't afford anything else, it's just that's all you want.
Yeah, he don't need nothing else. The hell would you need fancy clothes? You're just going to ruin them. Why not wear shitty clothes all the time? You need 2 pairs of overalls. One for your everyday overalls and your Sunday overalls, which just don't have patches on them.
So your ship is parked, and a valet comes out, gives you a ticket, and goes to park it for you.
Yeah, be careful with her. She has a little bit of a tendency to tilt to the right a little bit sometimes. I think one of the thrusters on that side is just a little weak.
Boom!
Yeah, Jawa just shoots out the bottom of it.
Yeah, I've been disappointed by the lack of Jawa rolls this game. No, yep, let's go hunting for this guy.
Okay. So you walk out, and the ship takes off as the valet goes to park it. There's like a board that lights up that it says Colleen Spaceport, and there's a small directory. There are 4 casinos here. One is the Royal Slug at Jukarata. The second is called the Camel Toe. The third is called Night Moves, and the fourth is called Temptations.
I'm feeling Night Moves.
Yeah.
You look like a man who's never had night moves in his entire life. I'm very sorry for you.
All right. So, Big Leg, mate, just forward us some creds. We'll be fine. We won't blow them all in one place.
Well, I mean, I already divvied it all up amongst you.
Oh, good.
Oh, boy.
Awesome.
Yeah, you should go about $5.
$5.
Yeah, so there was 500 left over after the deal, so that's 100 apiece.
125.
125 apiece, yeah.
If we're using math, yes.
Yeah, math.
And then we also have from the last thing when we made a total of, what was it, 3,000, I think?
Yeah, and that divided by 4.
Yeah, so, well, divide by, yeah.
Well, divided by 4, did Hallcreath get his share?
A whole doesn't count as a person.
We don't care if he got his share. He couldn't lie.
That's true.
He caused problems.
So if I'm using methamphetamine like I normally do, 3,500.
Mathematical.
875 space bucks apiece.
Yeah, so you got 975 total.
Alright, it's good. Spend it all in one place.
So you get on like this elevator, press the symbol for night moves. The
What's
elevator
that symbol look like? What is the night move symbol?
Just circle in a line.
Two lines that go like this and come up to a circle and then...
So the elevator takes like a minute. It gets there. The door opens. There's like a line of people waiting to get in. The velvet rope stands in your way. And there are two bouncers, huge, burly humanoids, like 6'5", definitely roiding up, like 350. And there's one kind of small, well, he looks small next to these two guys. It's like 5'2", kind of skinny with a beard. And they're just standing in front of the door in the red velvet rope.
Do we see Hull in the line at all? Like just like peeking over?
You have to roll. Give me
standing there?
Give me a notice.
That's a 9 + 2 - 1, so that's a 10.
Nobody that fits his description.
Has he been known to change his appearance?
Not that you've heard. The man with the beard walks up. He notices that you guys are just kind of like looking around. He's like, general admission, he points to the line, or VIPs.
What I mean, depends on who you got to know to be a VIP.
Yeah.
I mean, you and me get to know each other a little bit, have a nice conversation. Maybe I could be a VIP.
Maybe.
So how's your family?
Fine.
We'll see where I want to start.
Are you with these lovely ladies?
Yeah, those two yet.
Hi.
Yeah, they're our escorts.
There you go, arm wrestle if you ask real nice.
More along the lines of protection than escorts.
Well, for 100 space bucks apiece, I'm sure we could become fast friends.
Out of curiosity, does Betty have her rocket launcher with her right now?
Just kind of strap to your back.
Is that like your concealed carry?
It's in a bag.
I do have conceal because I have an assassin, so you know.
It's like a guitar bag on your back.
Concealed rocket launcher.
No, I conceal it as like a walking stick, a really big one.
This is my cello. I take it everywhere in case I need to play.
It's my tuba.
I don't know if we need to become 100 credits per head, friends. How about 350?
Well, that's when I realized it wasn't no peg leg. It was a goddamn Loch Ness monster.
I think I've seen that hentai.
450 total. You'll be all VIPs.
That's not how math works.
Yeah, that's bad math there, friend.
Well,
How many exits are in this building?
How many what?
Exits.
That's an interesting question.
He's very paranoid about fire.
What's the fee for a general admission? Why do we want to be VIP?
Just skip the line.
You get through the velvet rope ahead of everyone else.
The line still hasn't moved at all since we got here.
Correct.
Well, yeah. How are we gonna get in, boys?
How many
Well-
VIPs have gone through here since we've been here?
I mean, you've been here like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Nobody's
nobody-
come up and been a VIP.
Well, I mean, if he had money and he's been blowing it, he'd probably want to go someplace exclusive where he doesn't have to worry about any riffraff that's coming in.
This is true. But
Makes sense.
if I knew how many exits there were, I could yell, "Hey, ho, you fucker, don't run away." And if there was only a couple of exits, we know right where he's going.
But, Jim, you just yelled that.
No, I didn't yell it. I just said it to you right here.
Oh,
Assuming Hull's not within earshot, we should be all right.
a window opens. What?
What do you say my name?
But if this kind bouncer man would tell me how many exits there are, we'd know where to look. So I could just, save us some time and yell, "Hull, you fucker, don't run away." And we'd know if he's here or not.
Somehow I think going ahead and yelling at someone to come running out of an exclusive club such as this one would not be ideal.
So, kind gentlemen, how many exits are there?
Enough for safety reasons.
So, like, 2? One out back, one up front kind of deal? Or I don't know what you classify as safety reasons.
According to
Just-
regulations from Jakarta.
Dave, you know what that means?
There are 3
Ah,
exits per regulation.
Jim's gonna start looking around, see if he'd spot the exit signs.
You would assume that this one right here would be considered one, and there's 2 others.
Well, how about this, friend? We're just looking for one guy here. How about we pay you, 100 credits, and you just kind of walk with us as we wander around looking for this man. And then if we don't find him, we can just go back out.
100 credits. Because you're looking for someone, does he owe you money?
Yeah, in a way. He's also just an asshole.
Well, for the right price, I really don't care. I don't want any violence inside. I don't want you drawing weapons.
Well, I mean, assuming he isn't going to draw a weapon in here, we should be all right. Because,
We'll gun you both down.
well, I mean, my ideal envisioning of the process here is we find Hull, he runs outside, and then we don't make a mess in your establishment.
Or we just ask him to come outside with us and we put him on our ship and then we go with him and
Yeah,
leave
that
the
too.
planet.
That would also be a reasonable solution to this here deal.
In other words, our main goal is to get him out of your facility and avoid any entanglements.
Yeah, we don't need problems. We just need Hull.
So this person has a name.
Correct.
So you're looking for the infamous Hull Thieland.
Yep, we just need his ass if he's in here.
He's not.
I can't tell if this man's lying. Do any of you have any idea?
See if
And
his
how
hair
would
moves.
you know?
Well, the main thing is we're supposed to see about what he's doing. to get
So
more
everybody give me a notice roll.
planet. Oh boy.
7.
7.
Around 6.
5.
Yeah, it seems legit.
You notice that the crowd, the line has not moved. People are just kind of getting antsy, like waiting to get in. The guy with the beard just kind of takes a couple steps back, and he's like, he's not in there if that's who you're looking for.
Well, I don't see any harm in letting us two lovely ladies in and a couple of our escorts. So, how about you let us in and buy us a drink, and we'll be good.
There are other establishments here in the spaceport. I think that would suit you fine, just not this one. And he walks away and opens the velvet rope and closes it and walks into the door. And then another bodyguard appears.
I mean,
How much?
He's got no reason to lie to us, so we could just try one of the other establishments. You know, there was 4 casinos.
Hal is loaded and he's paying them off.
Yeah, but we also know that he's kind of an, as Jim would say, he's kind of an asshole. So he might not have a whole lot of friends.
That's true.
But then again, so are lots of millionaires and middle managers throughout the world.
Muted.
Nothing was lost.
There's the thing, if he's here and they know he's here, they might be planning on collecting on his ass.
Well, if they knew he was here and they were planning on collecting him, they probably wouldn't even humor the idea of us paying them off to let us in. They probably would have just said no to no matter the price instead of giving us a flat rate of $450.
Out of curiosity, what's this building look like?
It probably got 3 stories.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like, what's the outside of it look like that we can see?
It's some kind of metal. It's got a shine to it. So
okay.
there's the lights give it all kinds of reflections.
Is it kind of like a hotel as well with places to stay and everything?
Probably. You would probably guess that.
Okay. And so like, you got your standard hotel affair, you got, what's it called? You got hotel rooms that overlook everything, balconies and all that stuff?
There's no balconies right here in the front. There might be inside.
Okay. But out here, it's like completely a blank slate.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the name on there, and there's different lights that flash and reflect, and there's lights that reflect off the wall. I mean, off the building,
Okay, any big, nice windows so you can see inside the casino tables and everything?
If they are, they're tinted.
Mm-hmm.
I have me an idea, Karis.
Yep.
Let's just kind of all huddle up over here by the door, right in the corner there. Karis, you stand here in the middle.
Not at all suspicious in any way, shape, or form as I teleport away.
Yeah, Karis, teleport yourself somewhere up in the casino where you won't be noticed.
Well, it's only line of sight, which is a bit of a problem if they're tinted windows.
No, I'm saying we're like right inside the door, right in the corner, right next to the door, on the inside.
Somehow I
thought we came into like an entryway before the velvet rope, or was the velvet rope outside?
It's outside.
Yeah, so think of yourself in like a giant stadium where the dome opens at the top, and there's like a port that you land, and the ships are like parked around in a circle at the top, and you take an elevator that moves, and it's like the side, it's like on the inside. So if you look up, you could probably see like somebody parking a ship, like the lights of a ship being parked.
Okay. I wasn't
Buildings in
sure-
front of you. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the velvet rope type situation was like just inside the doors, and there was
No,
like
it's
a
right
little
outside. The
lobby.
doors are open, but there's 3 dudes standing right there behind the rope.
Yeah, and I could probably see into the casino from here, but in order for me to get line of sight, they definitely see me teleport away or just disappear in general.
That's what I'm saying. We all just make a nice tight little circle around you with you in the middle. You know, body block you, and you just look between some shoulders and poof.
Somehow I don't think it'll be that easy.
Well, I mean, the worst that can happen is they just escort you out.
True, however, they do know we're looking for someone named who is the most wanted man in the system at the moment as well now.
Yeah, but if you're just, mingle with the crowd as soon as you get up in there, it might not have been noticed. It looks pretty busy.
Mingle with the crowd.
Yeah, just kind of like do a disappear into the crowd type deal. You just kind of walk into a group of people and get lost.
Okay. The 6'7" elf will definitely just disappear with him. Yes, the most inconspicuous thing in existence. Let me think. Christ, this is painful.
We can check the other places, and if we need to, we can just come back here.
Yeah, we could, though we might want to leave someone around to keep an eye out in case they try to sneak him out or some shit. Though they probably wouldn't, to be honest. We'd be fine checking other places.
Let's hope the camel toe has a less long line.
What's not that very... Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so you guys gonna pick up and head somewhere else?
To the camel toe.
Yeah.
So it's like a concourse that circles this whole area. So the elevator just kind of gave you a shortcut, but you can walk and visit all the places. So you walk up to the camel toe with the electric camel there in the all lit up in the front. There's a shorter line.
Is it moving?
I mean, as you walk up, you see somebody go in.
Okay.
Better than
Good
the last
stuff.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's progress here.
All right, do we want to jump in line? We're going to try some VIP stuff.
Yeah, let's jump in line. And is there a bouncer man handy?
Yeah, they look very similar. There's 2 bouncers up front.
So how's your family?
He doesn't say anything.
Roll for
Darn, I
best
thought-
friend check.
I thought for sure that one would work again.
I mean, there's no negative. Worst that happens is what just did. He ignores you.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Just make our way in slowly.
Peg leg Jim. As we're moving along the line, he's just going to pull out his flask. Do you want some more family?
Wait, what?
He continues to ignore you.
Is that a flask of your semen?
No, it's his flask of corn liquor.
Oh. Just, do you want some more family? Let me hold
Yeah,
up this flask.
You want some extended family?
Everybody give me a notice roll.
I think there was too much chlorine in the teen pool on Jim's birthday.
A little bit. That's a 5.
That's
7.
11.
8.
Hey, one of us isn't oblivious.
So somebody got 11.
Yeah.
You notice as you're waiting in line, Jim's talking, got the flask out. You haven't seen them before, but it's not hard to figure out these are some kind of security or police people. They've got helmets and they're wearing like a black body armor They've got laser rifles at the ready. Two of them are talking as they're just kind of watching this building. And they've got like a little comm so you can see them talking to each other. A third one comes over and they start having a conversation.
The building we're in?
They're outside the building.
That we're at.
So you guys are in line and these guys are standing in a group over here. Yeah. Outside the building that you're about to go in.
Guys, I think it's time we hurry up and get inside. And I point towards the security. Well, I gesture in a non-obvious way.
What's your head doing? You got Parkinson's or something? I don't know what you got going on.
Look over
there. So Carrie's give me a performance check.
Oh yeah, I have bonuses here actually. Yeah, fuck, I got a lot of bonuses. That's 15 total.
Yeah, so the bouncer who then is watching you make this strange action to try to get everyone's attention is finally fed up, and he kind of pushes a couple people out of the way. He's like, go on in. Don't worry about the fee. Just get out of here. Okay. Just get in.
Oh, thank you very much, Kaiser, for your extended family. So I'm just going to hand him like a little mini flask.
Just more your semen every time.
So as soon as you go through the door, it closes, you're bombarded with like loud bass music just thumping away.
Oh, this is definitely an asshole kind of place. I think we'll find him here.
I look around for the asshole. I mean, for...
There's a long hallway full of slot machines. Everybody, they've got a drink in hand, and they're just... You can hear the slots going.
Do we see him at a slot machine?
Give me a notice roll.
Give you a notice roll.
We want to maybe split up into teams of 2 and kind of search the place.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
9 total for notice.
Nobody that fits his description.
Well, he's not in this hallway.
Who's got good judgment on not spending money?
I'm pretty good at not spending money.
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't like spending money. So those who are inclined to spend money should pair it with people who are not inclined in spending on money.
Okay, who's coming with me?
Yep, who's coming with me?
I'll stick with you, Betty.
Yeah,
all right,
Obi
perfect.
can escort me around. Yeah.
All right, so you guys gonna split up?
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing bad ever happens from splitting the party.
Well, at least we're in the same building.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one it's basically broken into 2 areas. One is like a large casino hall, and the other is the dance club.
What would he prefer to be doing?
Whichever one has the bar, probably.
I think they both do.
Bingo.
I don't know, he seemed like the cocky asshole type, so maybe he'd be on the dance floor.
Okay, Peg, shall we go ahead and head to the dance floor then?
Yeah,
And
let's
you two check
boogie.
the casino?
And you and me, Obi, can try our luck having a slap on these pokies.
Okay.
We'll check the slots and we will not spend any money.
Yeah, remember, fuel is expensive.
Ain't that the truth? God damn it, why'd we get a ship that runs on diesel?
Just then, somebody in a camel outfit comes by and with a tray full of drinks.
Ooh la la.
Complimentary drinks.
Thank you.
Oh, hell yeah. Like 3 of them.
I'm gonna head to the dance floor and take a look and see if I can see him there. This is going to be complex, I'm certain.
So it is definitely a large dance floor with a lot of tables around it. People dressed in different attire, like the people who work here are dressed up as camels, but there are other people dressed up as cats or lions or dogs or sheeps or goats or whatever animal that you can think of.
Well, you've just about hit every one of my fetishes so far.
The music's almost deafening.
Hey, Jim, do you think he'd be the type of guy to be in the dance floor?
I would
Like a
think
self-centered
so.
asshole? Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a look.
Let's boogie on out to the middle there. And Jim's going to proceed to line dance his way to the middle.
I'm going to start club dancing as well.
You're just going to hear a peg leg clanking as he's line dancing.
Yeah,
like a
so
monkey
yeah,
wrench.
Jim, give me a perform there.
That's a 3.
Nice.
So you see, as you're blind dancing is absolutely terrible, but to you it's fan-fucking-tastic. You see a guy in a cowboy hat come by. God damn, is that you, Peg Leg Jim? Holy cow! I didn't expect to see you here.
Are you muted, dude?
A mute
Oh,
cowboy.
yeah. I didn't expect to see you here either. Do I recognize him?
Yeah, it's me, Big Montana.
How to do, Big Montana? It's been a hot minute.
Well, hey, that is like a pig in slop.
Yep.
Is this the man who's been helping you extend your family?
I don't think we're related anywhere down the grapevine.
No,
to
we
my
could be
knowledge.
somewhere, I reckon.
Yeah, probably some great aunt, cousin, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just shaking the old leg out.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it all the way, even in this loud music.
Hey, you ain't
Holy
seen
mackerel.
no asshole-looking motherfucker. Goes by the name of.
Well, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific because there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, there's a big old field of assholes here, but we're looking for a right puckery one, named Hull.
Oh, roll.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
You talk about that whole feeling, son bitch.
Yeah, that motherfucker right there.
I might have seen him.
Well,
He's squirrely,
pretty-
isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty squirrely.
Big
If he-
spender.
Yep.
Big
Whole,
spender, small penis. Can't
whole
miss him.
douchebaggery thing going on.
Ah,
Likes
what are
to
you looking
piss on
for?
cops.
Well, I ain't going to judge people for what they try to do in their own private life.
He don't really do it private like. He just kind of walks up to him on the street. Really fucking weird.
Let's just say they owes us some money.
Holy cow, look at you.
Hello.
Jim, you really scored this one. How much is she? 200 space bucks an hour or something?
I don't fucking know. I just put out an ad for crew on my ship, and this one done showed up.
Oh, she don't work here.
Mm-mm.
As I just look down upon them both.
Considering the clientele I've seen, she'd make a fortune. You should consider another line of work, hun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my first time, though. It's been a while.
Oh, damn. Jim, you got you a winner right here.
Don't you get too squirrely on me now.
About 87 years, a while.
So I reckon I think I've seen this fella.
You remember whereabouts?
I don't know, reckon.
Take yourself a swig of corn whiskey, see how you feel
Oh,
about it.
yeah, that helped remember good now.
Yep, it gets them member berries all jarred
Mhm.
and firing on all cylinders.
Holy mackerel. I reckon I've seen him at Night Moves. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because he was in here getting all sweaty like he was in some kind of outfit.
God damn. We were just over there and they're all a bunch of assholes. It's difficult to get up in that bitch.
Well, you got to use the ways of centrifuge or something like that.
Yep. I done tried getting the guard over there to give us the friends and family discount, but It was right expensive to get it all up there.
Well,
and
that's
passed around.
because you ain't been trouncing around Big Montana here. I'll get your ass in there as long as you ain't started nothing.
No, we don't plan on starting nothing inside the building. We just got to get Hull out of the building so we can start something.
Well, I'll get you in there and not move. Rest is on you.
Sounds like a plan to me. Here, I got you a whole flask.
Oh,
He hands him a
damn.
whole flask.
I'll drink this up right quick.
Yep, it's
Yeah,
just
that's
like
the friend
Paul
right
used
there.
to make it.
So. Uh-oh.
Oh, I know.
No.
We lost Betty.
Uh-oh, that was my fault. I was supposed to be watching her.
Shit.
He's out there
Every
suspended.
time.
Just at the slot machine, just like.
Worst battle buddy ever.
Give me 5 seconds.
Well, I had a feeling. And now the security guard's about to come bursting in here. I wanted to talk so much, but every time I was about to, suddenly the stupid fucking accent would come up and I couldn't stop myself.
So, Isaiah, you remember who Big Montana is, right?
I think I remember seeing something about it. It's been a while. I haven't looked at that in a while.
Ex-husband?
No, I think he was.
Second cousin, once removed.
I gotta look at it again.
Only once?
Couple times.
Also, brother.
There it is. Oh yeah, yeah.
Dang it, just spilled fucking coke everywhere.
Oh no.
Well, don't tell the cops.
I know, right? How are we gonna get in?
Did your mirror break?
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
By the way, Big Montana, when's our next payment coming up?
Oh, shoot, you don't remember that. You know,
No,
it's
I
coming
don't.
up a bit, couple few days.
All right, well, how much do I owe you on this one?
Oh, that's what I can't remember. I don't have my data pad in front of me right now.
Well, just be sure to send us over a message here, probably sometime after we get done with all of our carousing tonight, and
Yeah,
we'll
there'll
see
be a
till
lot
it
of
gets taken care of.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me get the ribeye here before we go, because it ain't that good over there at Night Moves. So he goes over and grabs his plate. He's got like a ribeye. Got it. All right. Yeah. Don't worry, honey. I'll keep the fork. All right. You go. Is this it? You got somebody else working for you, don't you?
Yeah, I got to snag a couple other people.
All right. Let's
Go
go.
make sure they ain't spending too much money at the slots.
Mm-mm.
Them damn thieving machines.
I'm going to see if I can get eye contact on any of our friends as we head towards the exit.
Yeah. What are you two guys doing? Are you just like checking out the whole casino area? Are you going to gamble or what?
No. No gambling.
Betty, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna gamble.
Okay.
Damn it, you're supposed to keep an eye on her.
I'm watching it and I'm.
I dodged you. I was like, whoa.
You got 3d6.
I have 3d6 on me.
All
You
right.
can't even count that high.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. Oh fuck. All right. We have got a 12.
I just need the numbers.
Oh, a 4, 4, and a 2.
Okay, so you hit the machine. It goes 4, 4, 2, and then there's like a wild number, and it pops up 4. You have 20 space bucks credit right now.
Oh yeah.
How much are you betting a ball?
Like Yeah, come on over here, Ruby. We gotta have a slap on these pokies. Come on. And I hit it. I hit it again.
All right.
Okay, 3 1s.
Hey, that's
Yeah, so
fantastic.
3 1s ring up, and then the special number is a 6. This time you get 60 space bucks. You are now at 79 space bucks credit.
Winning.
So
Somebody comes
you're
over and
winning a
says-
lot of money, but your luck just might run out. I'm just
All right, your
gonna tell you
turn,
not
Ruby.
to do it. I'm not going
It's
to tell you
your
not to
turn.
do it.
Hit the red button.
Oh no! I am not.
I grab your hand and just smack it onto
Oh,
the
damn it.
thing. Roll me some numbers.
three 6-siders.
Yep.
2, 2, 6.
You don't get anything out of that.
As you see, I told you. Let's not lose anymore.
Yeah.
You're already up. You're winning a lot.
Bad luck, Obi.
One of the waiters comes over, complimentary drink.
I don't mind if I do. And I just,
I will pass.
you bloody beauty. And I just,
No, you're supposed to check, not pass. Check.
all right. Well, I like do like the press the buttons on my credit watch and walk away from the machine. And I was like, no, but look at all them lights. Look at them. Look, that one just won a jackpot. Look.
And there's a lot that can be won here. But I don't think that today is our day.
You see an older lady. She's like a human, probably humanoid, probably 80s. She's got a bag right next to her,
Bag of quarters.
and she looks at you and don't give up so quick.
She's right, isn't she, Obi?
Stay,
Yeah.
stay out of this,
colostomy
ma'am. Stay out of
bag.
this.
Yeah, you're all right, Chuck. I just slap her on the back.
All right.
Yeah, and then I'm guessing the other two would show up and we get escorted out.
Yeah, you spot the other two with this. He is a humanoid fellow, like blondish hair, with a big cowboy hat, cowboy boots, a huge belt buckle, a plaid shirt that's the top two buttons are unbuttoned, and some dungarees he's wearing. Who might you be?
Oh, who's this old copper?
Well, I'm Big Montana, and that
Big
just ain't
Mont-
in the name either, honey.
Oh,
Also in the hat.
so you got one of them big
10
smokes,
gallons.
eh? And I peer down.
Big Montana's the kind feller here who done let me buy the ship on time.
And who's this fella with you? Obi, your mom know you're here?
I mean, maybe. Are you gonna tell her? Please,
Hell no.
please don't tell her.
We need to pop that cherry, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Playing it safe today.
Big
Like every
Montana
day.
done said he can get us all up in that there other casino that we were having troubles with.
Yeah, you want me to get you a ribeye before we go? They're good here.
Oh hell yeah, just put it on a stick.
Yeah, no problem. Everybody, ribeyes for everybody.
Yeah, all right.
I kind of want to make a restaurant in real life that serves ribeyes on a stick. Like
So
a
I'm
bad
sure it
shish
exists
kebab.
somewhere here in Iowa.
So he stops one of the waiters, orders like they bring out 6 ribeye, 5 more ribeyes. All right, let's go on, head on over there. Come on.
Yeah.
Betty, follow my lead. And I go ahead and I get on his right side and take his arm.
Boot scoot and buggy.
All right,
Oh,
Kaz,
damn.
I gotcha. And I grab the other side.
I told you, I'm working that magic.
And I give him a slap on the butt.
Hell yeah. I don't work out for nothing. So yeah, you walk again. You guys notice that the security detail is around. There's now 5 of them, kind of looking around. You approach the night moves.
Got a bad feeling about this.
You always have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah,
And it's going to pay off someday.
These are my friends right here. We're going to go on in because you know I'm VIP.
I'm gonna help him. I zip down my blouse, my shirt a little bit. Show a little bit more of this, you know.
All right, give me a perform roll.
Oh shit.
You can use your. You have charisma.
I don't think so.
I don't even have to slip down my dress or anything. I'm so tall, my dress, you can just look up if you're short.
Oh, nice. Well, it's a 10 minus 1, I'm pretty sure, so it's a 9.
Okay. They kind of talk to each other. The bouncers kind of look at each other and turn. It's almost like they turn to nobody. Like you turn around and then he comes back. He's like, "Come on in." That's the war like it. Yeah, we brought our own damn ribeyes. Just walk by.
Take me away.
Like walking into a casino with a dead pig on your back that you just hunted. Yeah, fry this up for me.
I just like look at the bouncers in the eye and take one big bite. He's like,
Wait, why are you taking a bite out of him or the ribeye?
If we see the bouncer that didn't want to let us in earlier, he's just gonna tell. Why didn't you just tell me who I had to know?
I knew Big Montana.
So you, it's kind of a similar setup, big surprise. There's like a casino area, and this one really doesn't have a dance floor. It's just more like there's some music playing. It's not as loud, and there's different tables. Come on over here, have a seat. And he sits down in one of those round circular tables.
Oh Christ, it's one of those Indian casinos where nothing fun happens and everyone's depressed.
So, got you in, told you I would there. Hell, who you trying to talk to? I can't hear a damn word you're saying.
But thank you ever so kindly, Big Montana.
So, what's your name, Betty?
yeah.
So what
You
are
call
you
me
doing?
Boom Boom.
Boom Boom. Hell yeah.
Yep,
If you're
she
nice
right
to her,
there.
she'll let you ride her rocket.
She right there is our bona fide qualified muscle.
Hot damn.
Go ahead, ask her for an arm wrestle. She'll kick your ass.
Oh, I might be into that. Careful now. So what are we doing in here for besides eating ribeyes and watching the view?
Don't you remember? I don't think you had that much liquor yet. We were after that there Hull guy.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I've seen him. I think I've seen him. I don't know. You take a look, see.
Yeah, I'm going to go take me a gander.
Yeah, we'll keep. I'll keep Big Smoke here.
Hell yeah,
company.
You
will.
keep him company, Betty.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make him look less lonely.
There we go.
So you don't need to make a notice roll as you guys get up, start walking around. There's just people sitting at tables, conversation. The music's not very loud. They're eating less quality ribeye here. There is like a huge entourage, I would say like 6 people, bodyguards in this one area, kind of standing around, and sure enough is
An
Hull
asshole.
Thielen. he is just laughing it up and just loud and just like obnoxious as can be with another man who has got like long hair and mustache, and he is dressed to the nines. He is, very well dressed.
Looks like Hull done found himself a friend.
Well, let's get him out then, because there are cops building up outside, and I don't think he wants to deal with them.
Hopefully these bouncers don't want him to be here.
Well, let me handle this. I go up. Hull, it's been a while.
Do I know you?
Forgotten already, hmm? Remember?
I've had a couple. You don't look familiar.
We're the ones who are taking you off this planet, remember?
Huh?
You wanted us to help you get out of here? Don't you recall?
No.
No? I thought you would, with all the security lining up outside, who are planetary and not casino.
He just kind of looks to the person he's sitting next to. He shifts in his seat and leans up to you. You are here for Mr. Thielen, I would assume.
Correct.
Do you know who I am?
Do I know who he is? I've been alive for a long time.
No, he looks fairly important, though.
I don't believe we've met.
We haven't. I am Mr. Colleen. I own the casino here.
Ah, Karis, a pleasure.
My new friend here doesn't seem to remember you, but I recall your name somewhere.
Really?
Are you associated with the mercenary company Backdoor Boogie?
Yes. I've been known to work with them.
Thought so. Is that the rest of your crew? I didn't think you had the large hat gentleman with you, though.
He's more of an acquaintance of mine, but a friend of one of our crew.
Would you like to come over and have a seat with us?
Certainly. Certainly. And I'll sit down and join him.
Okay, so you see her sit down next to Mr. Thielen, and Hull's on the other side.
Yep.
Jim's just going to be kind of leaning up against some slot machines, like nearby, just kind of like looking over his shoulder over that way. Keep an eye on the situation.
Incredibly conspicuously.
Yeah.
You're not hiding, right?
No, he's like at the end of one of the slot banks, pretending to be like looking at the slot machine while he's like leaning against it.
There ain't nothing hidden about him.
He like, you could see him wave, like he's trying to wave his arm. If you see him, he's trying to like wave to you.
Jim's gonna like pretend like he doesn't see him for a second to see if he stops. And if he doesn't, he's gonna go, "Oh hell!"
I'm just gonna send a quick telepathic message that says, "Come on!"
Like, oh hell! I got spotted. God damn it! He's gonna saunter on over.
Peg leg Jim.
Yeah, that there be me.
I'm Mr. Colleen. Would you like to have a seat?
Well,
I'm sure you've met Mr. Thielen.
Yeah, we done met him once. We were supposed to get him off the planet, and then he caused some problems, and we ended up getting him off the planet.
honest.
But now we're looking to get him off the planet in earnest this time.
Hmm. Looking to cash in.
Well, he wanted us to get him off planet.
Yeah, he did pay us 300 credits, which then we didn't get him off planet, so we didn't get paid 300 credits.
Are you looking for your 300 credits? I can pay you that, and you can just go.
No, we're looking to go ahead and do our job which he wanted, which was for us to get him off planet. The authorities are everywhere looking for him at the moment, if you've noticed.
Yeah, you got.
I've noticed.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a raid force building up outside. It looks like they're about to bust our asses up in here.
They might.
Something about a liquor license for the casino, I'm not quite sure.
Depends which ones are paid off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what were these guys looking, Jim? Like the, what is it? Were they just planet security, or did they look higher up?
I thought they looked a little bit more fancy. They had some weird, funky helmets on.
True.
They're part of the Jukarata police.
Possibly. Look pretty advanced for tech level. What are we on? 2 here, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty advanced for a tech level 2 planet, though.
Well, there's the haves and the have-nots.
And the haves a bit more.
Correct.
What brings Hall to you?
He was looking for a way out and decided to spend some of his credits here in my establishment.
Oh, good to hear. Good to hear.
And then he slaps him on the back. He's like, he's worth about 10,000 credits alive, though.
10,000 credits alive?
And Hull's like, that much? And he takes another drink. All right.
Who's charging 10,000 credits for him to stay alive these days?
UPM. NER authorities want him.
True, true. At the moment, the ones who want him dead are willing to pay. What was it, Jim? About 7 or so?
Also, they're going to pay about $4,500 for his associates.
His associates?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What exactly do they want him for?
Well, he stole that soul off of NER. Didn't you, Hull? And he's like, yeah, I did. Yeah. And he takes another swig.
Oh, you busy stealing people's souls?
Told you, that's worked at the crematorium, the grid. Damn machines. Now I'm living it up, finally.
Oh, what kind of soul was that you stole?
It wasn't important. I don't remember. I've forgotten all that.
Oh, who asked you to steal it then?
Who asked me to steal it?
Yeah, why did you steal it?
Somebody wanted it. I don't know. I don't remember. I think. Yeah, I think their name was Enigma. I think that's who wanted it. Yeah, that sounds right.
Do we know anything about Enigma? This group?
No, it's not a name that you would have heard.
Okay.
So at this point, you can tell Howell is just shit-faced. I mean, he's just...
Yeah.
Fucking...
Yeah, boy. Let me see here. Jim wouldn't know any Enigma, would he? Or maybe he would.
No.
No.
Nah, shit.
Unless I'm reading the situation wrong here, Mister, I forgot your name, but you're the casino owning man here.
Mr. Kaleem.
Kaleem. You're a gambling type man, ain't you?
No. The house always wins.
Well, I was going to suggest, seems like you want Hall, we want Hall. I assume you plan on cashing in on Hall same as we want to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to propose a game of, chance over Hull.
No.
Well, shoot.
No. No, my plan is to take Mr. Thielen into Nur authorities and his associates and collect the 14,000 credits.
Interesting. Well, we was hoping to take Hall.
That's nice. You know what they say about you can hope in one hand and shit in the other. Which one fills up?
I don't think I heard that euphemism before.
Should have asked your friend there, Big Montana. So, this is your option. You can come nice and quiet with me and Mr. Thielen, and maybe UPM authorities will let you go once you explain to them the circumstances. Or we would have a most unfortunate occurrence here in my establishment, and I'd probably kill every one of you.
How many people do we see?
Huh? What?
Oh, how many people do we see?
There are 6 bodyguards around him.
Okay. Just telepath to Betty. Start when ready.
So yeah, you'd hear over over Obi's like intercom kind of thing. Like I imagine that we've got like comms set up. You see, did he just say he was gonna? He's threatening us. All right, come with me, Big Smoke, and I just pick up Big Montana and walk over there, and I say, all right, now this is what we're gonna do. Right now, I have a satchel charge strapped to me, and I can press a couple buttons, and guess what? We're all gonna die, and it'll all be over. Now, all I want is to take him out of here. Otherwise, there's going to be a big hole in this casino, as well as in all of your stuff.
I might listen to Betty if I was you. She crazy as fuck.
You're saying this out loud?
Oh, no. I thought he was saying that out loud.
I'm so confused what's happening right now.
I thought Betty was saying that out loud.
Yeah, no, I would have,
yeah,
I would have walked over and come over to the table, because I wasn't at the table. I would have been with Big Montana at the other table, listening over Obi's comms. That's what I imagine, at least. And then I come over and say this.
Yeah, so that's what I figured. She walked up to the table and said that. She's got a satchel charge strapped to her. So Jim was just kind of confirming that. Yep, she crazy as fuck. Should do it, man.
Oh, yeah.
They don't call me Betty Boom Boom for nothing.
I thought it had something to do with your arse.
No, that's the badonkadonk.
Okay.
So I believe
So, Betty, it
option 3
is.
has arrived.
What has arrived?
Option 3.
I fold. Let's see what you got.
All right. Hal, get out of your seat. We're out of here.
He goes to move, and one of the bodyguards keeps him in place.
I believe he's trying to call.
All right. And I'd,
Hand me the
grab-
satchel, Betty.
Yeah, I would pull the satchel from I don't know where I would have attached it. Maybe on my ass to make myself have like big ass implants kind of thing. I just rip them out and just put them on the table.
No,
And
hand
you
it to
can
me.
see
Don't-
you can see it lights flashing. All right, here you go, Kaza. I just hand it to you.
Okay. I'll take it. Now, why don't you three go ahead and get a drink for us? I have something I have to discuss here with our friends. I have to do some very quick mathematics because I'm doing this at them. Okay, so the division. Nothing better than blowing up a casino to start my 2020. That's what I felt like doing. I apologize. I didn't know that someone was going to pull out a bomb from their butt. Okay, yeah, that works.
Seeing as you asked Jim to go get you a drink, he just kind of hands his flask over to you.
No, Jim, I mean the good stuff.
What you talking about?
Betty, go show him by the bar.
Right.
And I'm going to wait until you're ways away.
Yeah, I'll walk away. I'll take Big Smoke with me or Big Montana with me.
Big Montana.
And we'd be like, and we'd just be pointing at the top shelf kind of stuff and be pointing back at the table like where the owner is.
I take a couple of steps until I'm as close to the owner and all as possible, which would put me how far away from them both at the same table, of course.
I mean, so you're sitting in the seat next to him, right?
Yeah. So I'm next to both of them?
Yeah, Hull's on the other side. There's like 3 bodyguards behind you and 3 bodyguards behind Hull.
Well, if you want to see how serious we are, here you go. And I detonate the explosives and teleport away. We just have to kill him. We don't have to go ahead and bring him back alive.
All right.
All right, there we go.
And that's a 3d10, I believe?
Yep.
Okay. They see me rolling and they hating.
It also does all this damage to objects as well. I think it does double damage to objects is what it said.
Yep. Sufficient to blow 4-meter wide hole in anything short of a reinforced wall. So pretty much
Well, the table's gone.
anything within 20 meters of me explodes horribly. But they can make a dex saving throw for half damage. Oh, that's really good. That's 9, and that's 8, and that's 7. So 7, 8. I can't do math today. I'm sorry. That is 24 points of explodey damage.
Okay.
And I'm gone.
From across the room, over at near the bar with them, you're gonna hear Jim yell, "That man's a shit gambler!"
As you said before, the game was rigged from the start. I turned to Betty. Now, stop going ahead and strapping explosives to yourself and strap them to me instead, please. Greatly simplify things.
Do they get
Yeah.
do they get a saving throw?
Oh, there is a speciality of saving throw. Inflict the damage on any objects within 20 meters with an evasion saving throw for half damage. Victims within 40 meters take half damage with an evasion saving throw for none.
Oh, so you're fucked if you're
And
right
anything within 4 meters of me is just blown apart.
They'll take all damage. There's no save.
What it says is the charge is sufficient to blow a 4-meter wide hole in anything short of a reinforced wall. Which would
So I
assume
guess
that anything
anyone
within
who's
4 meters is just obliterated.
okay. Yeah.
So
and that
basically,
means,
if you're
like,
on the edge of the blast,
if
have
you're
a
outside
chance
of
to save.
10 feet, yeah, you would do the save, I think. Or
Yeah.
outside of 40 feet, 10
Oh.
outwards, yeah.
What it says is inflict the damage on any object within 20 meters with an evasion saving throw for half damage. Victims within 40 meters take half damage with an evasion saving throw for none. The charge is sufficient to blow a 4-meter wide hole in anything short of a reinforced wall.
Okay.
So I'd assume anything within 4 meters would just take full damage. Anything between 5 to 20 meters would go for half, and anything up to 40 after that would go for none.
No.
With an evasion throw.
Okay. So there is a large boom here in the casino. Just a big ploof of smoke and shit flying fucking everywhere. There's body parts. They get strewn, chairs. The wood is like splintered, just a huge mess. You can hear some moaning and groaning. We shall roll initiative.
Ooh. Kill the babies! I mean survivors!
Oh, it's 3d8s for initiative, yeah?
Oh, 1d8.
3d6s, 1d8.
For initiative.
Oh my god, I'm all over this, dude.
3d8s for initiative, right?
3d8s?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Nice.
Should have used more explosives, Betty.
Well, I mean, there's the other security that was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good. We got more explosives. I think I'm going first.
I think so. As we try to solve this diplomatically every time we resort to explosives.
I mean, we were kind of clapped into a no-win situation for a second.
Yeah.
Things were looking grim.
Yeah, it looks like we were about to be arrested as well.
Hey, it wasn't our fault. We didn't do anything. There was just an explosion here. I don't know what the fuck happened. Obi, you better get to hacking their computer system and destroying all the files quick.
Yeah, get rid of the
Well,
cameras.
a little heads up could have gave me, some time ahead. Start on
I
that
wish I
problem.
would have had a heads up too before someone brought a bomb into the building. Honestly, we both should have expected this. Yeah, just on your term, try hacking it. I know neither you nor I really kill people. Violence is not the way.
I mean, you just killed like 9 people.
In my defense, it was self-defense. I wonder if that would hold up in a court of law. Satchel charge self-defense. We should try that in real life and see if it works. I stood my ground. The castle doctor in here. Wasn't going to let him into my house. That's when he hit the landmine.
So through the smoke, and you can hear someone like moaning. As you look over in the shrapnel, you see a metal hand grab a piece of like a bar, like a railing, and reach up, and you can see that part of a metal and robotic face as Mr. Colleen's part of his face has come completely off. He's just got like a red eye kind of looking at you. And he's like, not bad. Ace is high. And he pulls out a gun and attempts to shoot you, Jim.
Oh, hell.
17.
Yeah, Jim has a 16. That hits.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Well, it was nice knowing your character.
So the first hit, you take 5 damage.
I'm trying to get back to the right page.
Oh, he's fine if it's only 5.
I got 1 HP. Jim is still standing.
The second shot just goes and just clinks off your peg leg.
Not his peg leg.
Don't shoot her, Agnes, like that.
At that point, you can hear the doors in this room. People like are running for the exits, and they all close.
Sounds about right.
Betty, you're up.
I'm gonna
Missiles everywhere.
I didn't bring my rocket launcher because
What?
it wouldn't make much sense, you know.
Yes, it
I
would.
don't think it
I mean,
would. It would.
It's
He
a
brought a
religious
set-
symbol.
He brought a satchel charge.
Yeah, but that's easy to conceal, you know.
Right.
It's like yeah.
I do it all the time. I go into casinos. I go into airports. Satchel charge. No one notices.
Yeah, but it's all good because inside my caboose, I pull out some grenades and start lobbing them in.
All right.
I
So
highly
let's go
question
grenade
if we're playing this game right.
That's a 17.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 2d6, and then you get a save for 10, or for half if you get 10 or higher.
Okay.
And you have taken that's a 9.
Okay. What's the DC?
10 to save for half.
Okay. Yeah, you throw a grenade, it like rolls under near one of the tables, explodes, shit flies everywhere, like more pieces of his skin come ripping off to reveal his metal arm. He smiles.
And yeah. Well, he's a bit of a hard one. All right, get behind me, Big Smoke, and I like beckon him to jump behind the bar or whatever when you.
Yeah. Hot damn! We got a firefight. Jim then carries.
Yeah, Jim is gonna get behind the nearest piece of like something he can get full cover behind
Okay.
because he's hurt as fuck. How far is the dude from him? Because Jim went over to the bar with a bombardment.
Well, you would have to be out of blast range.
Yeah.
40 meters.
40 meters.
Okay, so my shotgun's probably not gonna be the best trick. So Jim's gonna pull out the rifle, take a pop shot at him, and then duck back behind the table.
Betty's the only cover you have. Duck back behind Betty.
Well, I would assume there's other tables and stuff around the bar.
Yeah, but she's a thick girl. You'll be fine behind her.
That is a 6, 8, 9, 10 to hit. Oh wait, no, you don't roll. You don't roll d6s for attack. God. Okay, that's better. 17.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and that is oh shit. What was the regular rifle? That was 2d6, I think. I got it right here. Rifle. No, it's a D10. Ooh. Yeah, so that's rifle. D10 plus 2, so that is 9, 10, 11 points of damage. And Jim will duck all the way behind the table again.
All right. Boom. Another like piece of like flesh comes flying off, exposing more of his metal body.
Take that, you cyborg bounty thieving asshole!
Carries an Obi.
Oh,
You're muted.
I still don't hear you, Karis.
Yeah, you're still muted, dude.
Nope. Okay, there we go. Now, fuck. I hate when it dies.
Third time's
No.
the charm.
Oh, what's he wearing? I mean, what's he look like?
An
Exactly.
asshole.
Well, yes, I know that, but if I want to see an asshole, I'll look at Betty's. Well, what does he look like?
He's definitely a machine. If you want to give a no check to specifically what he is.
Well, I don't really care what he is. I'm meaning more what's exposed on him. Does he have wires or hydraulics exposed? Is he all a single shell?
No, he's definitely got some wires exposed.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not a complete shell like you're exposing.
Okay, and he has where would these things be exposed on? The arms, legs, head?
Yeah, like
neck?
his forearm, his face. There's a big part on his chest that's exposed.
Betty has more grenades, doesn't she? Okay,
As many as I can fit in my Brazilian.
I'm gonna bend Betty over and grab one of the grenades.
I just just rattle them out.
I don't know if I can do this. But if I don't, things could end horribly wrong. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that would count as my action, correct?
To do what?
To take a grenade from Betty?
I believe so, yes.
I believe, yeah, so there's nothing else I can do this turn.
Unless you want to use a hustle point.
Oh yeah, that is true. I do have those things, which I never use. I could die from this, but fuck it. Okay. I teleport right behind him, and where his neck is, I stick the grenade. Right where the joints are. And get as small as I can physically there. Because I can't teleport again. That's 2d6, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, fuck me.
What'd you roll, 12?
That's a 12, yes.
Hell yeah.
God, that's a saving throw for me. Well, I do make the saving throw of 16. I still take half, which is 6 damage, so I'm down now. But a grenade goes off right in his neck joints area.
Nice.
I have to do a death saving throw, correct, Peter? Or
No, there's
something?
hold
You
on.
wrote something in your homebrew stuff.
Yeah, something. I rolled some kind of homebrew.
Take a dick pic and send it to your dog. What the hell does that even mean?
Okay, so you are below 0. You're 0
I am
below,
at
right?
0 exactly.
Okay, so give me a con save.
A con save. Okay. That's a 1. Well, you
Outstanding work.
treacherous
Hopefully
stuff.
your death will not be in vain.
Oh, lovely.
Oh boy. Alright, well,
GG.
Kaza, no.
That's okay. You don't notice. She's a pink mist. Lend me your hustle points.
Yeah. Can I give him my hustle point?
You're allowed to.
Kaz is my best mate. You know, we've been together forever.
What if we both gave him a hustle point?
I think we
Reroll
established
once.
last game that we can't go ahead and give other people hustle points,
Well,
because
actually,
otherwise it would be too OP.
if I don't use any hustle points, I can revive you with my hustle point at the end of the game. If I live.
If you live.
So the grenade, you put it right there and teleport, and as you teleport, drop it right there. It goes off. It blows him apart, like, and separates his head. His head comes flying off just at the moment that hull begins to rise up through the wreckage, and the head hits him smack in the face and kills him. He drops
Mission
to the dead.
accomplished.
The head rolls into the middle of the room. Carries is out. Has assumed room temperature. Obi.
Well, being that the Terminator's dead, was there any other enemies?
Looking around the room, the people are screaming and like trying to get to the doors. All the doors are closed. There are two individuals, look like bodyguards, who are drawing weapons and pushing people out of the way and looking to shoot.
Okay. Well, I pulled out my data slab. I'm gonna hide and see if I can't hack into the system, so if I can't open the doors. If I can try to do that all in a move.
Very cool.
Yeah, well, you could do a perform hack or what is it?
I think it'd be hack. Try and get into the system to open the door.
Program. Yeah.
Seven?
Do you have any hustle points?
I used, well, if we only have one, I used a hustle point.
Okay. You're gonna. It will take you. You'd have to try again.
Okay.
The doors begin to open a little bit and then they close. There's some kind of firewall that goes up. The two bodyguards are pushing people out of the way, screaming, especially after they've seen this head roll in the middle of the casino and the blood and the bodies. They can't see Jim, but they can see Obi. Or let's see who else. Betty, where are you at?
Yeah, I'd be in the open, I reckon.
Okay. So, oh shit. So 20, not natural.
Ouch.
I died for your life, Betty. Don't lose it. I died for your sins.
Well, you're lucky because I rolled the lowest I could roll. I rolled a 1 on the damage.
Yes.
So you take 3 damage from a laser rifle as they fire.
Right. Good stuff.
See, Obi is the only one because I can't see Jim. Let's say, wait a second. 1 to 3, Obi. 4 to 6, Big Montana, because they can see his stupid hat. It's a 3. So the next shot misses. Careens off the wall, hits a civilian, hits somebody.
Oh no!
They hit in the arm, they stagger. People are like ducking down behind tables. And Betty.
All right.
Damn Taliban.
Very inspired by the Judas Priest playing. I throw a grenade into. Well, actually, are all the people there as well as those guards?
What do you
Is
mean?
that what you said? Like, so there was a couple guards, and they were like saying, "Hey, get out!" to the people.
Well, they're just pushing them out of the way. They know they can't leave.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm just gonna throw some grenade into the masses. Just yeah,
Jesus.
There we go.
you know.
Yeah, you better hack that security system shit and delete all the
You know.
video, Obi.
Okay.
We got some civilian casualties. It's all good. Let's lob this grenade.
Oh
Okay.
God, we're terrorists now.
Backdoor war crimes.
That's a 19 to hit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lob some grenades in.
You're gonna paste like 12 people.
And that's a very nice 11. So and that's a DC save of 10 still. Yeah.
What was your 11?
11 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the grenades.
So give me a-
grenade.
So you chucked a grenade?
Yeah. I can't throw more than one.
Okay.
Maybe
Give
later.
Give me a D6 roll.
All right. Number 2.
Yeah, you blast 2 of them, killing them instantly. Their bodies just fall to the floor. People again scream again. Some of them are covered in blood. Peg leg Jim.
Is there any other hostiles in the immediate area?
There's 2 guys with laser rifles. Yeah, moving. They're trying to pushing people away, and they're just moving up, trying to take shots.
Okay. Jim's gonna pop out and pop a shot at one of them. Then he's gonna duck back behind the table as soon as he gets done shooting at him. I rolled D6s again. Jesus Christ. That's a shoot is dexterity. So yeah, that's 15.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay.
This just escalated so fast.
It did. That's 9 points of damage for one guy.
Next time we're doing a mission that involves us killing local civilian population who aren't able to fight back. It needs to be like the British Empire, not fight anyone with more than the shop in Guava.
Yeah, you blast him.
That primitive one planet or whatever. That's for killing all civilians.
Do target practice there.
Obi.
Going for another hack. It's better. It's 9.
Let's see here. The last you got, what was it, 7 last time?
Yep.
Oh yeah, don't you have like that skill thing where you can dump the lowest? Oh, you roll 3 and you keep the 2 highest or something?
If you have skilled, yes. Specialist is the name of the feat.
Specialist, but that's only for the one skill that you picked, which for me is fix,
Yeah.
not for
Okay.
program.
Oh, cool. Oh, good. I was just making sure. I wasn't sure.
So we can take care of a lot of people's dogs.
Okay,
but you
so
can't put
9,
it in
yeah.
program.
You managed to open one of the doors in the back and people start funneling through.
Now delete the video footage. That way we're the heroes as opposed to the villains.
Jim, you're still ducked down behind the bar or something, right?
Yeah, it's still behind the table.
Okay. Big Montana. And we got Betty. So I'll roll a D10 and see who they're trying to pick on here. Of course I do. A 1. So Obi, they'll take a shot at you. 13.
That is my armor class, is 13.
Uh-oh.
So I think that hits, doesn't it?
Yep. 8 damage.
I think
Oh,
it's
I'm down.
Roll a con save. I believe in you.
Don't roll
Not a 1.
Don't roll a 1.
What do I got to roll?
a D20.
D20. Don't roll a 1.
Let's say it.
Yes.
It's a 1.
Oh,
It is
2
literally
down.
a 1.
oh.
Of all the chances, it is actually a 1.
Oh, yeah.
Now you know how I feel. So about our new characters.
Oh, God.
I feel good about my death because I actually was a hero. I opened the door and let people escape.
It's true.
That's fine.
Okay. Who are they going to
No
attack?
one escapes Betty.
Here we go. Betty. Oh, I rolled a 4. So they fire and miss.
as Betty, now insane and infuriated by the death of her friends.
Betty, Obi is down. Carrie's is down.
Oh
Say
no,
Obi,
my
you can pronounce his
my
name.
best mate Obi as well. We've known each other for so long.
How long's that? Like an hour?
Like a week, maybe.
It's so hard to get interns.
My next
You'll
character should be
always
a
remember me when you
secretary.
step into the ship and the gravity works. That'll be my legacy.
Oh,
He's the Omnisire.
alright. So, there's there's two guards left, right?
Mhm, you've injured one.
And are they near the door?
No, they're not near the door. They're moving like in a circle trying to get near you guys to pick you off, which they're managing to do.
I hope this teaches you to not leave your rocket launcher behind.
You're right. Okay, so let's keep lobbing grenades.
God.
Okay, yeah, good. We got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Draw some d6s. That's 9. It's not bad.
Are you throwing at one of these guys?
Yeah, one of these guys. Yeah,
Okay.
probably the injured one, if that's possible.
Okay.
Hit the guy on the left, he's a dick.
So what was the damage?
9.
Okay, yeah, he blasts him. He's bleeding. He's not dead, but he is hurt really bad.
Do we have to bring Hal to wherever we have to go?
No, he
Was that-
just needs
No,
to-
I mean, as long as you,
Has to die?
yeah,
Yeah,
he just has
he's
to
dead.
die.
All right, cool. All right, well,
he got some robot head and died.
who's closest to me? Kaza or Obi?
Obi, I was
Obi,
next
yeah.
to Hal.
Okay. I'd get in position to go help Obi out if I
Save him.
can. Can you stabilize in this? Or maybe not, like, now that I've done an action.
No.
If he didn't roll a 1,
Gotcha.
he would have been able to do that.
Gotcha.
Maybe if you use your hustle point to save Obi, you can.
I've got some medical stuff on my person, but I'm good.
Save him. I believe in you, Betty. Use the hustle point. You love him.
Well, I can't really do anything for the rest of this turn anyway. I've already
Yeah,
used
yeah,
my
next
action,
turn.
So, yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. Peg Leg Jim.
Okay.
It's a shit
so
show.
I just learned. I did some reading.
I'm sorry.
I can take a snapshot, which is an instant action, which is kind of like a bonus action, but you get a penalty to the attack, and then I can also make my regular one.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's one guy left or two.
There's 2. One guy's badly hurt.
Okay, so I'll take the first shot at the guy that's badly hurt. That's just the regular shot, so that's going to be 14 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. 10. All right, so that's 5 points of damage.
Yeah, he goes down.
All right, and then I'm gonna take the snapshot, the other one, which I take with a -4 to hit. That gives me 10 total.
Yeah, that misses.
Yep,
You
so
do hit Patron. And they
Oh.
hit, yeah.
I ducked behind a table again. Then.
I'm in a lot of pain. Why did you shoot me, asshole?
Do you have let's see, do you have any other weapons on you?
Me?
Yeah.
Just a shotgun.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We've got one guy. That doesn't make any sense. 3. Going after Big Montana.
No!
He fires and he misses as he's like pulls his hat out of the way.
Someone throw Montana a rifle. He can kill everyone here.
You hear an announcement over the in the intercom system. This is the Jukarata authorities. Come out with your hands up.
We're trying.
Betty.
There's still one more guy.
Yep. He's like,
And he's gonna,
Mhm.
yeah, and he's gonna get a grenade thrown at him. Man, that's such good luck. That's a 19.
Yep.
All right, let's roll some D6s. And that's an 8.
Yeah, that's a good hit on him. He's still up. It just wait a second. Yeah, he fails the save and explodes and tears at his flesh, and his suit is ripped. Jim.
That guy's still alive though, right?
Yep.
All right, so Jim's gonna take a shot at him. That's a 17, 18, 19 to hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, and that is 4 points of damage.
He's still up.
All right, snapshot at
He
him.
looks bad though.
Snapshot him. That's a 15 to hit.
Hit.
All right. 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Yeah, that clips him. He's just staggering. You hit him, and then you hit him again, and he falls face down. People are screaming, trying to get out. The one door is open as they're funneling out of there.
Save me,
Right.
Betty.
All right, Montana. I need you to pick up one. I'll pick up the other.
Oh my God! There's blood everywhere.
Yeah, we gotta get the wounded out. Jim's gonna go help carry either Obi or Karis, whoever looks like it's like the struggle's harder to carry.
Well,
Kaz is huge. Yeah, like 6'7", sorry, or
Yeah,
whatever it is. 6
yeah.
foot.
You'd be helping carry Kaza.
Obi is
I'll
only
carry Obi
5'6". He's kind of a smaller guy.
I'll
Yeah,
grab Obi. Easy.
yeah. Me and Big Montana are basically dragging Karis out.
Okay.
Definitely have put the rifle like away, so it's not looking like we're just the aggressors here. Trying to like look like a innocent bystander trying to get out of there with
Yeah,
their
trying to
friends.
rush through the mob with the mob.
Okay,
there's
so you're trying to
insane
like,
people in there.
so you're trying to blend in.
Yeah, trying to
Yeah,
get
well, there's
blended in with the mob.
a couple
Okay.
of them which got hit by grenades and stuff. So
All
I
right.
got hit by a grenade, my own.
It's definitely not how I envisioned this evening's game, but hey.
No.
So yeah, I will give you guys. Both of you make sneak checks.
Well, that's actually not bad because I get that's a dex based skill, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 8 for me.
I've got 2 levels to sneak.
Big Montana's terrible, so
That's okay. He has a great
So
hat.
he's an actually innocent bystander.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I got max. I got 14.
yeah. So as a group, you're able to just rush out with the group as they are moving around. Actually, one of the Jukarata police helps you with one of the bodies to move them out, and they just rush into this room, weapons drawn. They open the rest of the entrances. You hear some commotion about that's who we were looking for. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of crosstalk about medical people coming in because there's a lot of people who are injured. Medical trucks and vehicles start arriving. It's like chaos. It's turned into chaos.
Yeah, so definitely would be trying to find like a medical truck towards the back to drag our corpses to.
Okay.
Jim's not educated enough to know that they're dead.
Get to the ship.
Oh.
Get the fuck off. Don't stay
Big
here.
Montana would say, Jim, we might want to get out of here before they start asking questions like,
All right.
Why were there suicide bombers in this building?
So yeah, I suppose he'd leave at that point. He'd leave Karras's body behind.
I'll drag Obi onto the ship with us.
Leaving you. Save Obi. Use your hustle points.
Yeah. Before they run away. You go.
I was just gonna make a beeline for the ship.
Yeah.
yeah, the valet comes panicked as all the valets are coming to try to get ships. He grabs your ship, so you did not take carries with you?
What's his? I just got Big Montana. This was saying it's log skulls.
Well, he just said to get out of there. He didn't
Oh.
say. He just said.
Oh, I got you now.
we need to
Okay,
leave.
yeah, then,
We don't need to be like hanging out here.
yeah, then he wouldn't have dropped Karras's body.
I
thought he
die.
was-
I live.
I thought he was
die,
saying.
I
I thought he was saying that. I thought you were saying that Big Montana was pretty much like putting Karras's body down, like not helping him carry Karras anymore.
No, he's just saying we don't need to go to the medical place because
Let's get the fuck out.
we don't need to be
Yeah,
detained.
we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
valet comes, panicked, gets your craft. You get in your ship. I need you to make a piloting roll.
Yes.
He can do that. He's Peg Leg Jim, the greatest
Yes.
pilot the world's ever known.
Ooh, that's better. I used my feature to re-roll that one because I re-roll shit that I'm proficient in once a game. So that's a 6+ pilot, so that's 13. I mean, 2 6s plus pilot, that's 13.
Yeah, so you take
That's
off
max.
the ship just as the dome is beginning to close, as they're locking down this whole casino right through. Just it clips like an antenna or like some kind of it clips your Sirius radio antenna right off. Space Sirius
No.
goes
Well, that's
flying,
a $7,000
We
item
grazed
right
Betty's
there.
titties on that one.
and you just start to jet out there. You can see that there are other ships moving around, like out here, because this is a night world, so everything's a night. So you can see all these ships starting to move and flash as the scene is beginning to get chaotic.
Jim's gonna hop on like the open frequency. God damn, did anybody hear about that hull just blowing himself the fuck up?
There's a lot of crosstalk. You hear something about all ships. The state Jukarata will be shut down. All ships stand pat.
Spike it, baby.
Yeah, spiking it.
Keep your sensor mission thing on and spike
Yeah,
that bitch.
Yep, that deal's still on. We're spiking it out of here to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should go back to the Iron Skirt.
Yeah.
Might be better to stop off somewhere else.
Whatever you like, man. Let's see. I'd recommend getting the fuck out of system.
Yeah, we're definitely getting out of the system.
Head to Swarm. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, Swarm
Let's float
works
around there for a bit.
Yeah, we can float around Swarm for a bit. We'll hyperdrive to Swarm or spike drive to Swarm.
and then you
Okay.
can send the email off to
Yep.
what's the name, saying we took care of it.
Yeah, he's gonna contact the curator.
Mission accomplished.
Video or just a message.
We'll go ahead and video color. We're en route anyway, so
So yeah, you spike drive. It's instant. You are now in Swarm. You can see that. You can see Boros again with the large space station from Vanguard Nebula. Ships are moving around. And she comes on again, like she's got the white curtain with the tubes coming out of her.
well, Miss Curator, that did not go as planned.
I've heard there's chaos at Jukarata.
Yeah, any chatter about heat on us?
Your names were not mentioned specifically.
Well, that's good because some bad shit went down.
I'm sorry.
We done got 2 downed allies. Do you know anything about how to?
No, I know that Mr. Thielen is dead.
Yeah, he's deader than dead.
Very dead.
Are we sure he's dead? He just got hit by a robot skull. I mean, we don't have any proof that he actually
He was half
died.
blown
There's
up
a-
already.
His head got smushed by it.
Yeah, I think it was more like watermelon smashing situation.
My sponsor send their condolences. They thank you. A deposit of 10,000 credits will be put into your account.
Thank you kindly. You wouldn't happen to know of any rumors that can like download people's brains, could you?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
All right. Well, we're gonna attempt some revival shenanigans, but I don't think the chances ain't looking good. They look pretty blue.
Actually, I turned silver.
The one that looks like it just turned into metal. I don't know how to fix that.
I am Iron Elf.
They're starting to bloody smell as well. Fucking hell.
That's when the bowels open up.
Put them with the whiskey. God.
And as you finish your call and go out there, as the bodies of your comrades are laying on, I guess, in like a docking area.
Yeah, they
A
just
little
gonna be
compartment pops open and a Jarwar walks over and starts going through Obi's pockets.
Like, get the fuck out of here! He's gonna take his peg leg off and whap that
They
job
use
over
him
the
to
head.
harvest organs.
Yeah. Striking it, killing it dead. And that's where we can stop right there. So obviously did not expect that to go that way. I was like, yeah,
That's
you know,
great.
they're going to go and talk to Otis. There'll be this long conversation and they'll be
No,
talking
we
about
got it in
all
out of
these
there.
things. And they leave instantly. And I was like, shit. And then I was like, well, I figured it was obvious when I said, of course, you know, as soon as you mentioned Hull, the guy backed away and brought another bodyguard. So I was like, well, they're going to try to get in. No. And then I was like, okay. Now they know he's in there. So yeah, it was awesome. It was not what I expected, which is always the best part of playing this game.
If you can only save one of us, save Obi, because he's not on camera detonating a bomb.
Well, I was just gonna I didn't really want to force one of you guys to want to keep playing your character if you guys wanted to kill it off or whatever.
Oh no, I'm fine with playing my character, but I'm just saying if you can only save one, save Obi, because then you don't have to worry about the authorities literally having you on camera detonating a suicide bomb.
So
yeah, but now you know how the game goes. Like, if you want to play something else, I don't really want to use my hustle point to revive you, and you don't want to play that character, you know?
well, I guess, yeah. Well, the thing with that was, it was a grenade,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you rolled a 1.
Not to mention, if any of my dice, any of the 4 dice I rolled came up as any other number than what I rolled, I would have been fine.
Yeah, and also when he went to save, he rolled a 1.
Yep. Exactly.
that-
See, when you said don't roll a 1, I was like, okay, well, yeah, I'm probably not going to pass this, but chances of me also getting a 1, pretty slim.
Right.
Well, see, in the book, when you reach 0, it's something like the DM determines in 1 to 6 rounds if you bleed out. So basically, what you do is you make a con save. If you roll a 1, you're instantly dead.
Mhm.
And then like 2 to 5 is 2 rounds. So you basically bleed out. So if you rolled a 15 or higher, you kind of stabilize.
Right.
So there is, so, you know, and you'd have -2 to your whatever if you survive. So it's obviously we have 2 weeks before we play again. It's up to you guys if you want to continue with these characters. If you do, there are methods to bring them back. Maybe not in the same form they are. That might be a cool adventure for them, for these guys to do next time.
Well,
But,
I was kind of thinking maybe we could cyborg Obi up. Like, Because I got a good fix-it skill.
And so does Obi if we can get his brain into like a vat or something.
A job.
He can fix himself.
So we're doing every other week then?
Even though Obi's dead,
Okay.
I think he would be okay to the idea of becoming a cyborg, being that he's favorite with mechanical anyways.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to be a
What about-
cyborg, I'd say go for that.
But in 2 weeks, I'm not going to be available. I'll be at my army school that I have to go to for 2 weeks. So
Okay. So what about next Thursday? Are you going to be there next Thursday? Which would be
so the 9th.
yeah, shit. Yeah, it's the 9th.
Yeah, I'll be available. Then I leave on the 11th.
Okay. So that way we wouldn't miss a week. Would it be you guys good with that?
I prefer that actually, yeah, because on the 17th is like around the time where I'm leaving. So
Okay, so yeah. So
I
you
can do
both
that.
you guys.
Ninth
Okay.
works for me.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we
Very
can
fun.
do next Thursday. So think about what you want. Obviously we're not gonna run a session and you just sit there and wait till they fix you. So I wouldn't do that to you. But if
But
you
you're
want to
right.
continue with the character, we can come up with a way that your character can continue on. I mean, it's early, but if at least for Carrie's, that was kind of an epic way to go.
Right.
Just one of those rolls did not have to be that number, and I'd have been perfectly fine. That was funny.
But yeah, that was.
it's very fitting that I didn't do it either. Like you blew yourself. Like,
I blew myself. I know. It was just like, all I have to do is not get double sixes and I'll be fine. Double sixes. All I have to do is not get a natural one and I'll be natural one.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
imagine we can
stars
probably
aligned against
cyborg
me.
like Obi up with enough scrap and mechanics and whatnot.
Don't throw any Jawa bits in there.
Oh,
You won't
fuck.
have
You got one little Jawa hand.
You're gonna have skin made out of skin Jawas.
maybe you're hollow and they're inside you and they just run around.
That's why you're powered little Jawa hamster wheels.
Yeah, that's what powers you. A hamster wheel.
Hundreds of shrunken Jawas running around the body.
Well, there's a fetish I didn't know I had until now.
So yeah, with Big Montana, I wouldn't mind keeping him around. I've got Hedge Keeper, so if like as a foci, so if we can keep him as like
A pet.
on ship sort of, yeah.
Big Montana actually owns the ship. Currently,
Well, there we go. There
currently
we
Jim
go.
is like, that's the reason we have the ship is because Jim got the ship on time from Big Montana.
I will
Yeah,
say
well, now we
can
got the
keep
owner
him-
of the ship with us.
we can keep him as long as Peter wears that hat.
Not a problem.
Excellent.
Yeehaw.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the news report for this one.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I was hoping.
I'm gonna watch the
Hauser-
other guy's crew. That's gonna
I
be
was-
great.
Right. I was hoping the How's Your Family would work the second time.
The other group, we literally have people who want to do horrendous things and they don't. Our group, we want to do nothing but good things and we kill everyone. I feel like Hitler. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry,
Accidentally.
I didn't mean to wipe out the Russians. Is that Czechoslovak? Oh, pardon me, I didn't know where I was stepping. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Right. We became accidental terrorists.
So Carrie's what are you thinking?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'm going to have to think because on one hand, I kind of like the character, but on the other hand, it was a pretty good way to go out. And also we're looking at the fact that I'm a psychic as well. And that means it's going to be a lot of explaining how the psychic brain works and everything else, which is different than a normal brain. Or we completely violate her entire belief system and prove that you can teach psychics and you don't have to be born with it, which then leads to a whole nother can of worms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so definitely think about what you want to do.
Yeah.
That will really determine what we do next week, obviously, because, you know, where we're at. So that will help me plan, like, where these guys, because there will definitely be a faction that will absolutely help you out.
The question is,
whatever you decide to do.
Sindoom's help.
Huh?
Do we want Sindoom's help, though?
I wouldn't assume. I wouldn't assume it's Sindoom.
I feel like one of the psychic groups, yeah.
They could, yeah.
Could be the Sisters of Karma as well. Especially if they feel they'll gain something out of it.
Karma was a bitch there.
Like, any of the dice I rolled just had to be one number different, and none of this would have happened.
Yeah, for a minute I thought this is going to be a TPK. This is going to happen.
I was very concerned for a hot second.
Oh yeah, when you got hit down to 1 health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Jim got hit, I was like, table. We're going behind a table the rest of the fight.
Here's a question. Since the bad guy, the cyborg, since he was mechanical, would there have been a chance that Obi could have tried hacking him? I thought that for a moment once I started seeing all the wires explode.
Yeah, I guess.
But then at that point, like all those people were screaming. It's like I better just do the easier one and try or maybe save them. And also at the same time, his head was getting blown up. Like, no point.
I have a question. If I hadn't have destroyed his head that way and just have thrown off the grenade, would he have died anyway?
What do you mean?
If I'd have just thrown the grenade and done 12 damage to him, would he have died anyway? Or did me tossing it in that area do anything?
I think putting it there definitely made the difference.
Okay.
I mean, because it was like in a certain spot, and he failed with a 1.
Oh,
wow.
He got 1 as well. Excellent.
Yeah, his reflex, well, it's not a reflex, but his evasion, whatever it is in the system, was a 1. So yeah, he wasn't going to make it. And then, and Hull was still alive. He was the one moaning.
Yeah.
And I figured he'll probably go out too.
Yeah. The grenades have like AoE damage, so.
Yep, I think 5
like
or 10
feet.
meters.
Yeah.
I was really hoping you wouldn't kill any more civilians with the nades. I was really concerned.
He was just aiming at the civilians.
It's all good. They'll be fine. It just made more chaos. That's what we needed.
I mean, the central charge was a great idea when I teleported away, but then I went back.
With more explosives.
I was really hoping I could get him convinced into a game of chance for Hull. But
I know
he
you
was
were.
smarter than that.
No way.
I was about to say, he's got nothing to gain by getting an experience.
Yeah, and he's got like all these dudes around us. Like, we had to do something big or fucking get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, that was big. I mean,
You think we got his attention?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You think we got the news's attention?
Oh yeah.
Wonder if we'll get front page.
Hopefully our names just don't show up.
Yeah, it'll just be Hal.
We did come with our tag
The
disguised.
only one
like
who
we arrived with the tag disguised, so we had that going for us at
the
least.
only one they actually saw do anything illegal on the security cameras was me. With the sexual charges.
We shot at guards and threw grenades at guards.
I think I kind of fucked up the security system when I blew a massive hole in half the building.
Oh yeah, there was probably a hole in the floor or something, huh? I didn't think about
A
that.
4-meter hole.
Yeah.
4-meter radius, I should say. So
The
an
demo
8-meter
charges
hole.
are meant for killing people. It's also meant for destroying buildings, but, you know, suicide bombers and all.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a good idea. I wouldn't mind strapping 3 or 4 of them to another psychic who can teleport around. A final solution to every problem.
Yeah, you just play this same character, different name every 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, you can be
Ahmed Ali.
Karis's
sister.
sister, Barris. Yeah, and I can call her Bazza.
Baroness.
Kazza and Bazza.
Oh boy.
God.
Oh goodness.
Peace through suicide bombings.
I wish I had found that snapshot ability sooner.
Oh no, Pete, I'm gonna have to get back to you on this.
Yeah, that's fine. I will try to get this game up sooner than later. Hopefully over the weekend. I'll try to get it up probably maybe Sunday.
Oh, what the fuck is Sunday's group gonna do when they hear about this?
Laugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Explosions killed 2 of the party. Oh no, not explosions. One of the party.
I should also mention that in the other group, I killed 17 people as well.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did in one shot. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I seem to be a mass murderer. No matter what I play.
Well, I mean, I figured you'd want to use that anti-vehicle laser cannon.
I'm just saying, none of the characters I have made for this game have been combat-based or the warrior class.
I thought that was gonna be a TPK.
I did too.
I did too.
And I thought there would be one in the other game.
Yeah. This game is brutal.
Yeah, it is not very forgiving.
Yeah, when you got what is it? I have 10 health. You guys have way less.
I had 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 5 points of damage. I had 1 health left.
That's one shot. Yeah.
Let me put it this way. A tech level 4 mag rifle deals 2d8 plus 2 damage. And that's something we can all have.
Yeah, I mean the laser rifle was 1d10
I think,
plus.
yeah.
I think gave him a +2. So
Yeah, the regular rifle was a 1d10 plus 2 as well.
I think regular's a 1d12 plus 2.
No,
And you
sure
can
it was
burst
1d10.
fire
I was
it.
looking at it. That's the
Oh, you're
the
talking
combat rifle. I
the
have just a
bolt-action
regular
rifle.
rifle. Yeah, only
Yeah.
mine's a lever action. It's a 45-70.
It still takes you an entire turn to reload, though. It's weird.
Well, yeah, if you shoot all your shots.
How many do you have? 1?
No. It doesn't take a round to rechamber. It takes a round to reload. Like
The
if you're putting the
regular
shells
rifle.
back in.
Yeah. The regular rifle, you can only fire 1 shot, then you have to reload again. I'm like, God, it's a fucking bolt action. Yeah, that was funny, though. That was really funny. As me and Jim just sitting there awkwardly trying to convince this person to give him up.
Yeah.
Like, how the
I couldn't
fuck
think
do
of
we-
anything to say.
I couldn't either. The minute he said, "Oh, the UPM is going to take him," I'm like, fuck.
No,
Yeah.
not them. Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
going to
not
pay
them.
more than him dead. It's like, nope, we ain't going to convince him otherwise here. So I'm just like, Betty, let loose.
That's all without a rocket launcher. That's great.
Yeah.
I got 2 people dead.
Right?
All you have to do is bring your rocket launcher and everything would be fine.
I just felt like it didn't make much sense. It was good though.
I just read the regular rifle. You don't have to reload it every time. You're thinking
sniper
of
rifle.
The sniper rifle, yeah.
Yeah. They kind of nerfed the sniper rifle into barely being usable in this game.
Yeah, it's only 2d8.
It's 2d8, and you have to reload after every single shot.
Because it's got a mag of
It's,
1.
if you go
And-
assassin, that's when it gets good because that's
When
when
you
you
can
can one
execute.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
your range is 1,000 to 2,000.
But
and you
then
just
again,
sit there for a minute and they die.
you have to be in a situation where you sit there for an entire minute.
It's true. Yeah.
Which is kind of the problem with it.
hmm
we tend not to play games where you sit in one place for a minute in a large open field with a 1 kilometer range. That was exciting.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they got hectic. That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
I was looking at things like the dual wielding weapons is like not that great at all. Like it really sucks.
It's heavily based on 3.5 dual wielding, which without feats kind of sucked.
Yeah. Well, like even like you don't get to use both guns in one round.
Yeah.
If you're
Just get a +2 to damage, I think it is. That's it.
yeah, but you have minus something to hit,
Yeah.
so it's really dumb.
Well, the fact that you only get to attack once no matter what your class is or anything else, unless you do a
You can do
snapshot.
you can do the snapshot, which is worth just taking the pot shot.
Yeah. But then you have like, oh, burst fire, you fire 3 rounds, which gives you a +2 to hit for some reason.
Yeah, I can do that with my shotty. That's
Just-
nice.
Why though? Why would it be like, oh, a +2 to hit when you fire 3 rounds as opposed to 1? Like,
Right.
I'm not sure that math works.
Don't you do like half damage or something if you shoot burst? I'm pretty sure
Nope.
that's what it is. No? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Because the heavy machine gun, if you suppress, it does half damage automatically without
but-
having to roll an AC, like roll against an AC.
That's the thing. You can suppress with that, though. The regular weapons don't let you suppress. You can just burst fire.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When you burst fire, though, do you roll 3 attacks or do you just roll 1?
You
'Cause
roll
I can see
1
it, you know.
and you add +2 to the chance to hit.
Oh,
Yeah, but,
so
so
when
you're
I did the
using up
burst
more
fire,
ammo.
yeah, when
Yeah,
I did the
you-
burst fire earlier, I rolled three attacks, so I should have rolled 1 then. There is what you're saying.
Some weaponry can fire in burst mode, allowing the wielder to fire 3 rounds of ammunition for a +2 bonus to hit and damage against the target. For projectile weapons, this means firing actually bullets. For energy weapons, it's a spread of like a shotgun beam, or run the circuits hot to add additional power. Yeah, you just roll 1 more attack, but it gets a +2, and suppressive fire is usually only possible with heavy weapons.
Yeah. So I should have just rolled 1 dice on my combat shotgun blast earlier then.
I
And
don't think
then
you ever
added the
used it, did you?
+2. Yeah, I used I burst fired that Xeno.
He's fine though. I mean, he's happy in space, I think.
Well, it kind of imploded before it went out into space, so
So he's absolutely happy, I'm sure.
you know, I just realized we did stop at the shipyard place. I assume there's a good deal of machinery there that we can use to bring Obi back to a robot.
But they won't sell it any of it.
Yeah, but we're not buying ship parts. We're buying, materials,
People.
electronics. I assume that those don't cost as much if you're just buying the raw materials from them.
I've never heard of going to the Ford motor plant and saying, "Hi, I just want to buy some of your factory second shit that's lying around here."
That's
I
great.
figured they were a shipyard. Maybe they got some secondhand parts.
Maybe they're a shipyard and all they do is ship people. They're like, this guy should be with this guy. They do arranged marriages.
You need to see if we can hold it Daniel, see if he can make the next game.
I think he can. Let me text him real quick.
Yeah, we need a Master Chief.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see if he answers. Usually he answers his phone, so.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into the rules, Josh Loomis, if you want to bring Obi back as some sort of machine.
I'll think about it for the next few days,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure that's probably what I'm leaning to is have him come back cyborg, and then he's happy because he's still alive. And hey, look at that, he's part machine. He's cool. He can tinker on himself now.
As much as I'd like to, I think I'm gonna have to say no for Karis coming back as a machine. I don't think it really fits with her being a sidekick and everything like that. And it wasn't like a gunshot; it was a fucking grenade exploding right in her face.
Yeah, I think you have like chest cavity torn open, and we've just been like carrying a pink mass around.
Yeah, I don't think it makes as much sense to have her come back. Sadly, I like her and everything, but I think for role-playing purposes, it doesn't make as much sense. So I'll just make something else.
Okay.
The job.
Yeah.
The Jawas are going to be all like, meat's back on the menu, boys.
The Jawas. Martini, meat's back on the menu. Yeah, Peter, I'll get with you sometime.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That was super fun, Peter. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, guys. Thank you very much.
No, all you did it.
So let's see. This next session, that'll be what, the 9th?
Yep.
And then the following week will be the 16th.
Probably, yeah. Well, we probably won't do that one.
Yeah, that's why I was just double checking to make sure that was actually the 16th.
We'll have to play it by ear after the 9th. We'll see when everybody's back.
I'll probably be back around the 6th your time. Oh yeah, 6th. Yeah.
Or like the majority of us, or whatever makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If Daniel can play, maybe we might get a session with him.
Yeah, he says he knows he can do the 16th. He said he could possibly do next Thursday.
Okay, but yeah, before these guys have to go.
Yep.
And consider where we are, I really like to do another session. So.
Yeah. This is a huge moral dilemma for the entire group.
There's a lot of material to work with now. So.
On a brighter note, in the past 3 in-game days, we've managed to make, what is it now, just under 11,000 space bucks?
We got paid 10,000 from that.
Yeah.
Didn't we get 7? And then we can get a bonus, she said.
We got 10.
She said
10. She
yeah,
paid you
we
10.
got paid 10.
Okay, so we've made 15,000. We're doing good.
Is it 15?
Yeah. I think just, yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you guys next week then.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
See ya.